Our Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then
Boom! With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he.
My dad does that. I've told you that before, and it's just the worst. Good morning, Dad.
Well, I guess I don't have to watch it.
Yeah, well, hey, is it going to work?
No.
No.
Unless you're fooling me.
Well, let's just say you're going to be a happy camper today.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got something to watch when this show is over.
Big blowout.
Good.
Big blowout. I was talking to my son about this last night, who isn't really beyond he knows all the sports stuff, but the beneath the sports, he's not really, which good for him, into. I said, this has got to be perhaps on the Mount Rushmore of all-time most dislikable coaches facing off against each other. It really, I think, now I don't know any of them personally.
They seem like they're a blast.
Just amazing.
Yeah.
I got to think, if you voted publicly, who are the most dislikable coaches in this tournament, I think
Cronin might win.
Cronin, I
Hurley
think,
at
would.
least has won a couple, right?
Yeah,
so that probably gives him a little.
That's exactly how I think it would go. It would go Cronin, Hurley.
Yeah.
I don't even know who'd be third. Maybe Patino, but I think that has more to do with off-court than on-court stuff.
Or it could be someone like that just because you know him. It's like, I don't like Izzo.
Yeah, or Calipari.
Seems
or
like they're fine, but just
And-
because they know who they are.
And then, my wife, who also, so the three of us are watching. Set the screen! And my wife, who is, now she's the opposite of myself. She's more into that type of stuff, probably than the sport itself. So
she's watching the coach. She's learning.
100% the rest of the game. It was less about the game and more about, he does look like. And now
she's not breaking down coaches though. Or more on how they act.
Yeah, forget how they coached. It was more about that, just the look on his face and the way he yells.
Yeah,
he just looks like a d-bag. Okay, I'm sorry I said anything because now that's the entire topic. But some of your brackets are busted. Sorry, mine is. I wouldn't say what's going on here. Really, I like that, but also
you're not sure.
Right. Okay, just so you guys know, the coffee machine was not working before, and before the show ran out of time. Apparently, it's working again thanks to Pat Still for what he did to fix it. He unplugged it and plugged it back in. That's
what I do.
It really is the universal way to
blow in the cartridge
to get things done. That is something so many of us remember. That there is an age line there.
Who did that first?
Whose idea was it first?
And then, hey, I saw this guy do this or this kid do this, and then it's and then now all of a sudden,
it's funny you
did
ask.
it.
It was a high school freshman named Ben Yakamoto. Lived in Iowa, as a matter of fact. He came up with the cartridge blow.
Benny Yox.
Benny Yox, as his friends call him. And I don't
now
even...
CB.
I'm sure there's some sort of study as to whether or not that did. Here's what I think.
Oh, it mentally worked.
I think blowing in the cartridge did absolutely nothing, but the act of taking the cartridge out and then putting it back in actually did the thing.
I don't know. I think it always worked for me.
So anyways, the coffee maker wasn't working. Pat unplugged, plugged it back in, got it going. And then Christopher Law just walked in and handed me a cup of coffee and 2 creamers.
You're going to drink that?
Well, no stir stick. So great job, Chris. However,
your trust for Chris is pretty high right now.
Remember how you were just talking? That's what I'm saying exactly. Like, did he bring me 2 creamers, but there's actually 4? You know what I mean? Now, no stir stick, but we just talked about our friend Ben Yamamoto and how he was the first to blow in the cartridge. It was Yakamoto? Damn it. I already forgot. Here's something that maybe has never been done before. There's no stir stick, Jason. Or is there? I'm going to give this a shot. Stir banana. Honestly, it works.
Wow.
Now, do I...
Pickup stick.
Through all the stir sticks. Now, number 1, I might have just invented banana coffee. Number 2, my banana now has kind of a...
It's drooping.
Multicolor... what do you call that part of the banana? I know what I want to call it, and I'm not going to.
Just the...
All right, let's...
It's just the banana.
Just the banana. Just people. Couple of things. Weech is in the chat.
Weech?
Weech. Okay. It's Weech FPH.
What up, Weech?
Along with Man Is It and Campeo, of course, Eric, Grow King 510. Weech says, communication is key, guys. Relationships need communication. Stop giving up the laws and the system before 2030. Just take them. Oh, that was about the banana. What the hell does that mean?
You don't know?
I know, right? Anyways, good morning.
Will be here soon.
Grow King 510 must be a gardener.
Yeah.
Good morning, guys and gals. I would like to make a request. It's a request. That means like I'm asking, and I'm not going to die on this hill. I would like, and I've never done this before. In all our years working together, Jason, which, by the way, I was also trying to think about that. Somebody asked me that over the weekend. They're like, how long have you and Jason been working together? And I was like, well, we've been working together in the same building since Christ left Chicago. I don't know how long, but a long time. But on the mornings, I honestly can't. I don't know. And that leads into what we're about to talk about. I don't ever want to play that game again from Friday Funny Games, because I got to be honest with you, that stuck with me all weekend. It really did.
So when you say you don't want to play it, you know what I want to do?
You want to make that. I think you want to make that, instead of it being Friday Funny Games where there's an assortment like an Olympiad.
Yeah.
I think you want that to be the games.
Until you guys conquer it. I'm just really disappointed. And I was started with Kayla, but you jumped right in.
Yeah.
And you jumped to the gold medal of the podium.
Here's the thing with me, right? Like, there are a lot.
Were you getting feedback?
No, actually, I didn't. I don't think.
You don't remember?
Well, I don't understand, and I should read more about it, how memory works, because I know that there's like at least two kinds, right? There's like your hard-coded memory. I'm going to get the phrasing wrong, but like your hard-code memory, and then there's your like immediate memory, right? Like, and what I mean by hard-code is like, I still know what my address was growing up. I know what my parents' work phone numbers were. I know what my student number was in elementary school. It's all locked in. I'll never forget those. I mean, never say never, but I don't think I'll ever forget those numbers. But then it's like something that I said 20 minutes ago. Not going to remember it. And
I think you mean seconds.
Yeah, seconds ago. And then it keeps getting worse, I think. And I'm at an age now where, like, I'm not old, but, like, you start wondering, like, oh, God. Like, I'm not even going to lie. I'm just going to say it. Like, I had this thought roll through my head Saturday. I was like, is this, like, do I have early onset Alzheimer's? Like, and how do I test for that? Like, is it really just being goofy? Or, because that's not normal, I don't think, to, like, and if you missed the game we played on Friday, it was basically we all going around and numbers between 1 and 10. And everybody takes turns replacing a number, and you try to get that all the way through. So, like, I would replace 1 with key card, and Kayla would replace 2 with cough drop, and Jason would replace 3 with pen. And when you go through, you don't say 1, 2, 3. You say key card, cough drop, pen.
Hey, good job.
I know. But it was like I was sitting there. At first, I was just kind of playing. And then when I forgot, like, the first couple, I got really competitive. And I was like, okay, I'm not doing that again. And, like, usually I can come up with, like, in school, like, there's certain ways to remember things. Like, I need to remember George Washington crossed the Delaware, George Washington, Washington State, Puget Sound, lakes and oceans and Delaware. I don't know. Whatever. Come up with things to.
Yeah.
Nope. Wasn't working, dude. Was not working. And so I'm sitting here over the weekend just in the back of my head processing. And I'm like, dude, am I losing my mind?
Can you remember any of them right now?
Probably not in order, but I know there was, it's like number 1 was Moo. There was, Shut Up Dave was 10, I think. There was,
they just are locked in.
Yeah. And they are now, cause I've been running through them, and I really,
Patrick Stewart.
Money. Yep. That was in there.
Patrick Stewart money.
That was 4. I think maybe what it is, like, I've decided I'm going to read a book on the memory. I got to find a good one, because what I imagine.
You said that on Friday.
Damn it! See, there you go.
Just messing.
And I had one for you, but
you forgot. I think.
Okie dokie was 9.
I think there's something with the memory where your memory just inherently is like, okay, I don't need to remember that. I do need to remember that. I don't need that. I don't need that, but I do need that. And there's different types of memory. Like, I was going to bring something to work today, and I thought about it this morning, but then when I left, I didn't bring it. Well, I don't know. That's just, is that forgetfulness, or is that just spur of the moment? Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's funny because I not to get too existential, but I was reading this story about a guy who he got a Neuralink installed in his head. If you don't know what Neuralink is, I'm not going to go into the deep details, but it's basically you get again, nerds, don't correct me, and the point, I'm not going to get exact, but they open up your skull and they put in a chip basically that connects to your brain that allows you to do things with your mind, like type, or in this case, this guy was actually playing a video game with no controller. He had connected the Neuralink to the game. It was World of Warcraft, and he was playing the game by thinking. He's, which, by the way, if it works out, has tremendous. I mean, imagine for somebody who's paralyzed, or just the potential is pretty cool. I gotta admit, but also, like, I started thinking more and more. We went up to the cabin over the weekend with the 2 families, and he, the husband, other guy, is he's an administrator to school. He's a teacher. Guy. Yes, who's gotten a lot better recently, by the way. So I started thinking, once, because you got to think these things are going to become pretty accessible. Not in our lifetime, probably, unless it's the very end. Probably by the time our kids are our age. That's my thought, is it'll be like, hey, go in, get it. You're in and out, and you got yourself a Neuralink. Takes a couple weeks to get up to snuff. Then you got to learn how to, once that happens, I don't know how you would possibly catch. Let me back up. Remember when we were in school and we would be in math and you weren't allowed to use a calculator?
Mm-hmm.
And the
They
teacher.
even invented back then?
Yeah, it was Pericles did the thing. He actually taught it himself, or whoever the math guy was. And the teacher would say something to the effect of, you're not always going to have a calculator in your pocket. You can't use a calculator. Well, guess what?
They were wrong.
They were wrong. We have a calculator in our pocket. Yeah. Everywhere we go.
You can't find it.
Yeah, exactly. So I started thinking from a teacher standpoint right now, they have to worry so much about AI. I just imagine if I was a 6th grader, a 7th grader, in high school, whatever, I would 100% be I wouldn't use ChatGPT to straight up cheat, but to be able to be like, I'm looking at these questions and it's like, where did George Washington do the thing over on the thing? And I'd be like, hey, ChatGPT. And then we'd talk about it and I'd learn. It actually would help me probably learn that way just to continue to have a conversation about it. And then you could have it, you could upload your test questions, your sample test questions, and take the test with, AI can be wonderful, but also they're constantly worried about cheating. And the thing that keeps breaking my brain is when it comes to the point, and it will come to the point where Neuralinks or something like that are fairly common, and you in your brain now are Wi-Fi connected, literally Wi-Fi connected, and you look at a question that says, what year did Chris Columbus sail the ocean blue? And you think it, and it gets popped back into your head. Is that cheating, or have you just cybernetically expanded your knowledge base, like in The Matrix where he downloaded how to do kung fu?
Well, let me ask you this.
Yes.
If you were Johnny Jeopardy and you were running that game show, and then someone went on there and kept winning,
Yeah.
and you had knowledge that they had done that,
Yeah, I would think that there would be no
would you
point.
allow that?
There would be no point in having that game show because it would just be whose connection is better.
yeah.
Now, I'm sure there are ways. For example, in your example, I would imagine by the time that becomes fairly commonplace or commonplace enough, there will be very easy, quick scans you can do. You have a Neuralink. You're not. Anyone with a Neuralink is not eligible. Exactly. But it's like, on one hand, it just sounds so bad. But on the other hand, I think that represents maybe the greatest leap in evolution we've ever had, that, in fact, we're going to be partially cybernetic. We're going to have a world of knowledge at our fingertips. And what's the difference between acquiring the knowledge, memorizing it, learning it, and being able to recall it on command, as opposed to just skipping the first part and recalling it on command? What is the difference if we're asked the same question, you and I have a Neuralink, you don't. You learned about the Cold War and all the principles, but I just access it in my head. Well,
Yeah.
which is worse.
And I just don't know if it's quite akin to this, but if it's, let's go back, I don't know, 40 years, let's say 30 years. Maybe even 20, but we'll go 30. And so we're in the 90s.
Back to the 90s.
And you have the ability, you're driving then. You can know how to drive at this time.
Yeah.
But maybe you weren't exactly sure where you're going, and you actually might have a map in your car.
Yes, Rand McNally.
Yeah, or a Thomas guide. Yeah, whatever. Okay, well, you're utilizing that as a source to get you from place to place. Mm-hmm. Now we have it on our phones if you want to use it that way. And then there are some people that just have like the Force. No, I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Because I've been around.
Which I do not have that.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
But so one's like a natural one. Another one 30 years ago used a map.
Yeah.
Now the map is this, or GPS, plug it in, like phone number, same idea. Oh, I know Dave's number. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah.
And now it's like, just call Carmichael Dave.
Yeah. We're already there.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
But is one better than the other? I don't know the answer to that.
I would think that if the goal was to be better at directions, like you said, using the Force, I would think that looking up the map, writing down the little, if you turn left, I used to write an L and circle it. R, okay. I don't know why. My mom taught me that. you're probably better off. You're going to be more likely to have a sense of direction that's built in. I don't know, maybe not. But I do know this. I don't ever look at Google Maps, which I use all the time because I really do. My cousin Gabriella is the same thing. I don't know what she knows the word for it. I actually have like a disability, literally, when it comes to direction. I don't ever, I can get home from here.
Right.
No problem. But if I've been, the people that are like, oh yeah, I know where that is.
If you got rerouted a little bit, you're like,
screwed.
Okay.
Screwed. Absolutely screwed.
I know my routine. I know how to do that.
That's right.
Like, yeah.
Sun rises in the east, sets in the west. I know that.
There you go.
Yeah, that's that I do know. But I don't think that I use Google Maps and think to myself, I'm cheating. So it's a really, really interesting point you bring up. Now, in the future, I imagine there will be some sort of cross. First off, it's going to be, by the time you get to the Neuralink being commonplace, half the world, if not more, is going to be in self-driving cars.
Yeah.
But, even so, I also imagine there's going to be some form that goes with that. The next logical step is going to be some sort of glasses or contacts that are connected to that where, okay, if I want to go somewhere and I am driving, if I'm old school driving, okay, well, I have a Google Map display, for example, that's on my eyesight, that's on my screen and my contacts or my glasses or on my windshield, however it works, that's telling me all of that.
Yeah.
It really is interesting.
But like if I, for example, now, if I know a phone number, like it's just in my head, it's one of those I know, I will dial it.
Yeah.
Thinking I'm faster than call Carmichael Dave.
Yes, I'm the same way with you.
Just because, and it's fractions of a second. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, boop, 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 boop. I just did it because I know it, as opposed to maybe scrolling or talking to the phone.
But it's also really selective, isn't it? Like, I don't have your phone number off the top of my head. I know it starts with an 8. Figure it out, people. I have no idea what.
Basically gave it away.
Sorry, 6 more digits. Plus the area code.
There you go.
Same
1-3.
Same with Chris.
Yeah.
I know Scott Marsh's.
You know Sean Cunningham.
I know Sean Cunningham's.
Yeah.
I know why. By the way, really well done there too. By the way.
Well, I do too.
Yeah.
Because it's when you say I'm like, I don't know. I know it too.
I don't.
Let's call him.
Right. Why do I remember those two? And I've known them forever, and probably because I've known them long enough to where I don't think I've ever had to memorize their number, but
You just did.
You just did.
Let's give those out. That's fair. It's not ours.
That's a great point. They don't work for us.
Yeah.
I mean, Sean's good at going on. Sean's a free agent. Goes on any show he wants. Content partner, my butt. What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Heard something else.
I don't know if this is all a good. I understand, and I'm part of it. Where I am really worried about AI. Like, it keeps me up at night in the sense that, how long have we told people to hey, stop roofing and constructioning, and get those programming jobs, learn how to code, learn how to do this, learn how to do that, and now something comes along. It's like.
I haven't learned and won't be able to, probably.
Yeah, me too. Me same.
Me so. Yes, the chip isn't working right now.
But then I'm like, are we going to be better in the sense of just being these humans that all have infinite knowledge, not even at your fingertips, just you have now grown brain. Oh, I need to install the dishwasher. No problem. I know how. Oh, I need to, whatever. Yeah, I know how.
Well, that'll be interesting if we evolve that way. Because, I would consider myself not very nifty or crafty. So something's wrong with the house.
Same.
Oh, I am smart enough, I guess, to go to YouTube or to find something and go, this is how you fix the dishwasher. And then I'll go, I don't think I can do that. Or I can do that.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it. And then maybe I do it, and sometimes it works. Sometimes I'm like, why did I even try? Now I got to call someone else because I think I changed that, and I don't know if it's the same. And yeah,
did the same thing this weekend. We our dishwasher broke. That's not a wife joke. The dishwasher actually broke. And by the way, shout out Samsung. 2 years.
The one that said that it would happen.
Yep. Also, shout out to the guy that texted me that was like, don't get a... You know what? Shout out to me. He says, I work on dishwashers. And when I bought it, said, yeah, don't get a Samsung. That's all I work on. You were right. Hey, I didn't doubt you, but you were right. So, after a weekend of researching dishwashers, we decided on something called a Bosch, which is apparently a great dishwasher you pay a little more now, but it'll last forever.
Like a Bosch.
Like a Bosch. Washing dishes like a Bosch. And it's currently sitting in my kitchen. I looked up how to install it.
It's supposed to be in your kitchen, right?
Well, it's still in the box. It's in the box. I looked up how to... Does that... Does that... Yeah. I looked up... I watched a whole YouTube video on how to install. It looks relatively easy, but this is one of those things where, honestly, I think I could do it.
You don't want to screw that one up.
That's exactly right. I don't want leaky dishwasher. I don't want it. Yeah, I don't. It just, so I'm going to pay a buddy of mine who does this stuff to come over and do it. I know. And I don't know if I should or not, but just to be clear, do I feel like less of a man and a husband? I do.
How do you feel if Buddy doesn't do it right?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. I mean, this is what he does.
Oh, if that's what he does.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was just like, I can do it for you.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's the field of expertise.
When I say Buddy, this is a guy.
He does it.
This is my MVP guy right here. Okay. I've told you about this before.
Yeah.
This is the guy that I met through a friend, and this is what he does. He fixes, builds, whatever. So he is the head of my team, which consists of one guy. My backyard fence, that was him. Put in a fountain the other day, that was him. Put in some ceiling fans a few years ago.
Daddy, I want a fountain in my house, Daddy.
That was him. I am now, by the way, no longer allowed to buy fountains. My wife didn't know I bought it. I'm a fountain guy. I like fountains. And now I know it sounds richy. It's really not. Fountains they're not $10, but they're not $500. And the way we have
$4.95.
the way we have our backyard set up, we have like roses along. I've redone the whole backyard over 10 years. And one of the things I like are fountains. I think it gives a good ambiance, if you will, especially in spring and summer. So we have I had these cuz I am a nerd, a few years ago, we had these little speakers that go in the ground throughout the backyard that I can play music off my phone. So, I'll be in the back playing, this is where I get really, playing jazz or some dumb thing. And he turned the fountains on. And he came in, while we were in the cabin over the weekend, he came and installed the fountain that had gotten delivered Saturday after we left. And then when we came home, I showed my wife, look at the new fountain. And she said, it's beautiful. You're not allowed to buy any more fountains. Straight up, stop buying fountains. You're banned from buying fountains, which sucks because I wanted to put a couple of fountains in the front. People walk in. Hey, everyone works on their backyard. Nobody works on their front.
You're on a fountain freeze.
I'm on a fountain freeze. Do you think legitimately? Well, there's no way for me to ask that question without looking like an ass. We have 6 fountains in our backyard. Okay.
I
don't even need to ask.
Is that too many? Is that what you're going to ask?
I was going to say, does that seem like an egregious amount?
You should have asked Chris and I, how many fountains is the appropriate amount?
Was he over under?
And neither of us would have said 6.
No, he needs a fountain per TV outside.
I don't have 6 TVs outside.
It's 2.
You know what? You guys should come over. We'll have a little barbecue.
Can I put my feet in your fountain?
And then you can be like, oh, you know what? It's actually the right amount. We'll take a break. We got a lot to talk about, including breakfast. Big game of the year, Kings Nets. Big win for the Kings. March Madness, so much more. It's a Monday show. Sit back, relax. We'll be there next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
Well, hi. Hi there. Let me tell you a little bit about Gonzalez Law. Jonathan Gonzalez, he is a lawyer in downtown Sacramento. I like the fact that he's got years of experience, that he's great at his job, but the fact that he's local and you can reach out to him talk to his group, talk to him. You see a lot of those national commercials of lawyers that claim to be local, and they may have an office here, but you're not going to get to talk to that kind of that TV spokesperson, the figurehead of that company. Well, that's why you want to contact SacLegalDefense.com. Jonathan Gonzalez, 916-304-9187. Whether you've been involved in a auto accident, a wrongful termination case, maybe you have something that you'd like removed from your record. That's called an expungement. He is specialized in that and can help you out with that as well. So it's something that I think you need to consider if you need that representation. You want someone local, someone that's been very good and with years of experience. That's why I've been telling you for a long time now about Jonathan Gonzalez and Gonzalez Law. SacLegalDefense.com, 916-304-9187.
When you take the time to shop at Folsom Lake Honda, there's one thing you'll always find. Happy people ready to serve you. As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Looking to own or lease? During the spring sales event, drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda. Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
You didn't hear? You can get iPhone 16e at Cricket Wireless for $0 when you switch.
iPhone 16e for $0.
No way. Yeah, and it has Apple Intelligence so you can clean up your photos.
Clean up your photos!
Okay, but what's the hurry? The offer ends soon.
What they said.
Switch to Cricket and get iPhone 16e for $0 with no activation fee. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Requires new line and port in on the $60 Supreme Unlimited plan. First month service charge and tax to its sale. Terms and restrictions apply. See store for details.
Have you tried my Colombian tamales?
Yes, but the Mexican tamales I brought are way better.
Colombian tamales wrapped in plantain leaves are unmatched, you know.
But the Mexican tamales wrapped in corn husks are the authentic ones.
At least we can agree that they taste better with Pepsi.
Without a doubt, tamales deserve Pepsi. No matter what tamales you love, enter for a chance to win a year's worth of groceries. Powered by Pepsi. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 18 or over. Ends April 5th, 2026. Rules at PepsiPromo.com/free groceries. Pepsi is a registered trademark of PepsiCo Inc.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Jason brings up a great point. By the way, a huge breaking studio news. There has been follow-through. Thank you, Bobby. We now have a Papa Shot in studio. The record currently, I hold it. So it's up to you guys to break it.
Though Kyle will tell you he has it.
No, we already decided. I told him to. I informed him last week.
Starts when it gets.
Oh, he got the record when nobody was around.
Exactly.
Of course.
Exactly.
Probably never missed.
Yeah.
Never missed.
I'm sure he wasn't just standing there, on the side. But a couple of things here. Number one, I see that in a human, that's fine, but in a Papa Shot, it's not. There's only 2 balls. You have to have at least 3.
I thought there was 3.
So did I. So we'll take a cursory look around during the break. If not, I will take it upon myself. I think, honestly, the magic number's 4. To be perfect, it's 4. So now that we have this, I think a couple things need to happen. Number one, we need to have 4 balls. Number two, somewhere in there, Chris, because, some weekend show will steal it otherwise, we need to have a little thing of backup batteries, because that battery is going to run out because we're just going to leave it on half the time. That's very exciting. I imagine that's what we'll be doing during breaks. And hopefully it'll prevent you from being kicked ruthlessly in the face by Chris.
Yeah, I might promote it more.
Mm-hmm. Jason, you were there last night, game of the year. Kings Nets.
Mm-hmm.
Back and forth. We're going to talk about this a little more at 8. But, man, I hate this season so much. And one of the main reasons I hate this season is that I just can't. I said Friday I hope the Kings lose Sunday. I do. I think it would be better for them. That's my opinion.
Sure.
But I can't. I just don't have it. If I was getting into it with some guys on Twitter last night. Grow a pair and call him out. Doug Christie should be fired. Like, literally, Doug should be fired for this. I can't in good conscience come out and be angry at the team for winning. I believe in all of my heart that it is better at this point to lose than to win. However, we saw what Dallas did last year. If for some reason the Kings drop this year at the end of the year, I think a large section of our fan base is going to be livid, especially if one of the top 3 get it.
Sure.
If Indiana, Brooklyn, or Washington get the number 1 pick, our fan base is going to riot.
And they go back to 8.
That's right. Of course, if the Kings were to get it, and the Force might be like, see, you guys wanted to tank. The gods were. There's no answer that makes sense. And whatever the right decision was, it's only going to come apparent once the lottery is over.
Well, what do you mean as far as
I'm saying
right answer? Because I think even then, we'll take both extremes.
Yeah.
They get fortunate and they win.
Yeah. You're talking about the lottery?
Yeah. Everybody should be happy with whatever spot they pre-started.
Yes.
They'll be happy, but then we'll be in the spot where we go, did they get the right guy? Why was pick 4 better? Remember, that was the spot they were in.
Yep.
That was the best. Or you go the other way. If they've dropped, let's take the worst scenario, and they dropped to 8 or 9 or 8's, right? The worst.
Yeah, 8 right now is the worst.
And everybody understandably would be upset. I get that. I'm not even arguing that. And then we'd have to wait and that player, he's okay. We'll be excited who they drafted 8. But then what if, oh my gosh.
What if?
Scott Perry, what a pick at 8. We actually got the best player at 8.
Yep.
We have to wait for that too, either way.
That's why it sucks.
I just know the feelings are completely different if you win to get 1 and if you lose and you fall to get 8, how we would feel at that time.
Yeah.
Yes,
completely different.
Yeah.
And it's not, look, Twitter is its own place. I recognize that. It's its own people. But I have found over the years it generally can give me a fairly accurate description of mood. That was that, right? Did you hear that? The basketball?
Oh, maybe
machine?
it shut off.
Oh, it did? Oh, okay. Whether it does or doesn't, I asked the following question yesterday. Kings fans, would you rather, with 10 games left, the Sacramento Kings lose every game remaining or win 1 or more games?
On Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you think? 1,112 votes as of right now with 12 hours to go.
85% want them to lose every game.
You're incredibly close. You are 87%.
That doesn't surprise me. It's a great. I would love to have the same poll at the arena to see. I think it would be lower, but I don't know how much. I don't know.
I 100% agree with you. It would be lower. I mean,
that's what I want to know.
I think it would be in the low to mid 70s.
I don't know.
I think people that go. I look, as somebody who has been to 1 game this year. I'm going to rip my group. I think people that go to the games are far more. I think they're more not optimistic necessarily, but I know for them it's like, easy for you to say sitting at home or in some other state or whatever. I pay a buttload of money. I roll here every single night, cheering my butt off with my kids, my wife, my husband, whatever. Yeah, you sit there and say, "Oh, I'll lose every game." You know what? I'd like to see some freaking wins, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're going for the entertainment. I guess it would be like, "Hey, we're going to the movie. I hope this movie's bad."
I
want it to be bad.
Right.
It's like, well, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
To watch the movie, I think.
Yes.
When you're going to the game, like there were still, yesterday was a little different. It was Slamson's birthday. There were a lot of youngsters there, which was fun. And
right.
But a lot of Light the Beam chants, not as thorough and guttural, and everybody's into it. But they were chanting that. It's like, well, that's what they came to see.
I'm trying to think of your way to make your analogy. I like that. It's like if you went to a movie.
If there was a director that was just doing Star Wars movies, but you liked his other stuff, so you go to the Star Wars movie thinking, I hope this is awful, so he never does another one again.
I'll accept that. You're hoping for the immediate downside because you want a bright future.
Yeah. So get back to the movies you made before that we all loved, not this thing, whatever you're doing.
Right. Get back to the other thing.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. More on the Kings and Nets throughout the day. When we come back, I like this weekend whip around. Yeah, it was a good title you did today. We're going to talk about a lot of things as we just touch on everything other than, Kings, Nets, basketball, and all the big stuff. March Madness, which we'll get to later. But the local kid, Cam Scadaboo, stepped in it a bit. And I think it's an interesting conversation. We'll talk about it next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
Here's a tale of Linda trying to lose weight, but the med prices she found were all over the place.
Hidden fees and markups made her jaw drop low. Then she found Good RX. Now she's in the know.
GLP-1 subscriptions FDA approved.
With clear upfront pricing.
And same-day pickup.
That's Good RX, the no-nonsense way. Save time and money on prescriptions.
Get to goodrx.com/weight loss. GoodRx is not insurance.
How can you free your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business. Smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast so they can focus on strategy and growth. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action, but please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
The spring sale is in bloom at Scandinavian Designs. For a limited time, enjoy huge savings on select modern furniture and decor, including pieces for your living room, bedroom, dining room, and beyond. This is your chance to refresh a favorite space or dream up an entirely new look. Stop by one of our local showrooms or shop online at ScandinavianDesigns.com. Scandinavian Designs. We make it simple. You make it home.
hooking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
On Sactown Sports.
Did you end up watching any of the Oscars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it.
You know how when you go too long, they play you off?
Uh-huh.
Did you know that's actually a song? Like a song with lyrics?
Oh, no, I did not.
I'll let these guys explain it here real quick, and then we'll get to Cam Scataboo.
There's no greater weapon in a director's arsenal than a strategically placed song.
But there's one song that nobody wants to hear. The song they play when your acceptance speech has gone on too long. That's the song. That's
Jack Black and Will Ferrell.
And did you know it actually has lyrics? This is it. Your time is through.
You're boring. You're rambling on, no end in sight.
You're boring.
No need to thank your parakeet. You're boring.
Look at Catherine Zeta-Jones.
She's snoring.
You get the idea. I mean, honestly, I didn't know that.
I didn't either. Kind of catchy.
Cam Scataboo was, I don't know what this was. I should. It looks like he was on a podcast. The guy he's with is wearing a Masters jacket and hat. I'm just trying to give you a visual. They're sitting at a table, and they're talking about CTE comes up along with some other stuff. I'll let you listen for yourself here.
You're kind of taking off, like, okay.
Run through my
I get
first
to play.
place.
Yeah, exactly.
You think CTE is a real thing?
No. It's an excuse.
I think asthma's an excuse too.
Yeah.
Is that a hot take?
No, that's a good
That's
take.
valid.
Yes, asthma's fake.
Is there anything worse than when you're in 4th grade, someone's huffing and puffing, you're just soft?
Yeah, just literally
be better.
Breathe the air.
Okay, so Cam had a take on CTE that's not real, and obviously asthma not real. Well, needless to say, that was a thing.
Yeah,
and there was a bit of an outcry to the point where he said, I recently did an interview and had a lapse in judgment, which resulted in me making a tasteless joke about CTE and asthma. It was never my intention to downplay the seriousness of head injuries or asthma, and I sincerely apologize to anyone that was offended by my remarks. His mom, Becky, again, these are local kids, so we're gonna stand with them here. Also quoted that and said, if only people knew how many times Cam had to run and get mom's inhaler, they'd understand the sarcasm. And went on to say a few more things. This is a tough one because Cam Scataboo's image, if you will, is that of kind of a throwback bowling ball, juggernaut type of dude that, Hulk smash. And so I understand how you could fit the whole, listen, I get it in the sense of, I don't think it's a stretch for somebody who doesn't know. Nobody should know that he had to run and get his mom's inhaler. How would they know that? So on face value, based on what they see between the lines, it's, Bam Bam Rubble saying CTE's fake, asthma's fake. It's all an excuse. Go out there and bite your opponent's face off. Roar! I hope it gets handled exactly like it got handled. He said something that now in retrospect is obvious sarcasm, and people would argue dangerously sarcastic.
Sure.
But I also would say this. I don't think any college or NFL football players had Cameron Scataboo not cleaned up his remarks and be like, Cam Scataboo said CTE is not real. I'm not going to care anymore. No, but I don't think it has. I understand the miseducation, but it's not like he's saying, don't take the pill, don't do the thing, don't brush your teeth, don't whatever.
Right.
Secondly, I get why people would think he was being serious. So full stop. It's not one of those where I'm like, guys, idiots, do you really think? No, I get it. But now that both he and his mom kind of cleaned it up real quick, I hope that's the end of it.
Yeah, I hope so too. Because this is very much also like, oh, here's the headline. Whoa, player did this.
Right.
And then you read the story, you're like, oh, that's a little bit different than what the headline, the clickbait part of it was.
That's kind of where it's at, is we're in this clickbait world, which has been, by the way, to be fair, hey,
it caught my attention.
It caught my attention,
I don't
too.
think I see it if it isn't kind of phrased that way and put out that way.
And I'm not immune to the fact, look, a lot of people hate clickbait. I hate clickbait. We all hate clickbait. I don't think does anybody say I like clickbait? Like, for example, I'm just going to pick on him because I like him. And so I hope he doesn't get upset with me. I don't know why he would. Jason Anderson of the Bee. Mm-hmm. Jason Anderson will sometimes, he'll put out a headline. And it will be, what Kings player will be missing the next two, or this Kings player will be missing the next 2 games. It could be more. And people get mad. And by the way, this is one of those times, again, I understand, I get both sides. People will be understandably like, dude, can you just say who it is? Why do I have to click your link? And then I click your link, and if I'm lucky and I have my 1 free or whatever a month B article I can read, I get to see it, and it ends up being, no disrespect, but, Fred Smith. Okay, I will disrespect him. Some player that doesn't matter. Or I have to buy a freaking subscription. Just say the thing. Okay, that's a perfectly valid point. Here's the other part that people need to have empathy for. We now live in a world where, especially with local papers, journalists are paid in large part based on subscriptions generated, based on clicks on their... You think when Sam comes on, Sam doesn't... I don't know this. I've never asked him. I would all but guarantee Sam or other people in the Athletic writers have some sort of reports, whether it's weekly or monthly or yearly, looks at, hey, when you write about the Lakers and the Cowboys, you get X amount of clicks on your stories. When you write about the Sacramento Kings, you get Y. And now all of a sudden, I would imagine each writer has in their head or given to them, like, these are our most clicked and successful topics. You know what people love? Draft grades.
Right.
Everyone's going to write a draft grade because the more clicks you get on your work, the more secure your job is, the more you get paid. So the way this is set up is being driven by what we click on and what society demands now. When people say, I hate Get Up, it's just people, and I'm with you, yet the ratings are great. So whose fault is it? Is it Stephen A?
Yeah.
Or is it you're watching?
Yeah, and I hate now you've got the combo of clickbait with AI.
Yes.
I saw one over the weekend, so I watched, it was UCLA. It was UCLA-UCF, the first round game.
Yes.
And the thing I saw later, it was like on a reel or whatever it was, UCLA coach Mick Cronin and UCF's Johnny Dawkins get into it. And I'm like, whoa. Because that to me was believable on the Mick Cronin part.
Sure.
Like he could be a guy that would agitate. Everything about it looked real. They're walking for the coach handshake.
Yeah.
They're there, and then what it switches is Mick Cronin punches and drops. I'm like, oh. Okay.
Right. Didn't
I'm
know.
like, come on. It looks great. It's amazing how it's done, and you're like, all right. That's not real.
I think one of the things Elon Musk's ownership of Twitter has done that I like are community notes. Community notes can be helpful. But I do wish there was some sort of penalty. Like, look, if you want to say in capital letters parody and then post the video of you and me wrestling to the death and create it out of AI, I have zero problems with that. I do have problems, however, if it's an AI video of you or me shooting each other in the face. That's a different story. But I wish there was some sort of penalty and the free speech crowd can relax on this one. I'm not talking about say what you want to say. I'm saying if you put out a video and you don't tag it as parody,
right?
That's a problem to me. That's not a free speech issue. You're lying, and that's something that we all know anybody who has, parents or grandparents or knows anyone over the age of 60, there's a lot of people that video goes to Facebook and everybody starts. I mean, I have seen the dumbest, most unbelievable, like, how could you possibly think this is real stuff on Facebook? And I'll just click the comments just to hopefully see all of them. It's like, no. Somebody say this isn't real. Well, how do you know? Yeah. Do you? How am I supposed to believe you? They also said that insert conspiracy that turned out real. They said that wasn't real. It really is a problem, dude. Yeah. And it's generally old people. We'll take a break. When we come back, 3 for Madness, top of the hour. Are some blue bloods more like, I don't know, not blue bloods anymore? Jason, we'll talk about your Bruins a little bit. And from a Kings point of view, we'll look at Cam Boozer. Is he the last guy standing, really, when it comes to potential Kings picks? We'll talk about that next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton & Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
A's fans, the 2026 season is coming fast, and single game tickets are on sale now. Be there for an exciting season packed with theme days, giveaways, and firework nights, including bobbleheads, jerseys, hats, and much more. And getting in is easier than ever. Tickets start at just $8 for select April and May games. From opening day to unforgettable summer nights, there's something for everyone at the ballpark. Get your tickets today at athletics.com/tickets and be part of the excitement this 2026 season.
The next 30 seconds could save you hundreds on your car insurance. At The Hartford, we're passionate about your protection. If you're 50 or over, AARP Auto Insurance from The Hartford gives you benefits that really matter. And you could save $597 when you switch. How's that for a little peace of mind? Visit trusthartford.com today. The Hartford, your protection is our passion. The Hartford Insurance Group, Inc. pays royalty fees to AARP for the use of its intellectual property. AARP and its affiliates are not insurers. Savings vary.
During Lowe's Pro Savings Days, the job works in your favor. My Lowe's Pro Rewards members buy more and save more on materials they rely on every day. Get up to 25% off select molding when you spend $1,000 or more, and up to 25% off Pergo Evercraft laminate flooring. Put Pro Savings Days to work for you. Members get more at Lowe's. Valid through 3/27. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Visit the Pro Desk or Lowes.com/terms for more details. Subject to change.
It's time for the madness, and your HVAC system is in a full court press. Cold mornings, warm afternoons, your heater and AC are battling, and your system is working overtime. Don't let your comfort get knocked out. Score Brower Mechanical's Madness BOGO Special. Buy a heating maintenance and get a free AC maintenance for just $89. Call 916-352-3113. Brower Mechanical. Residential and commercial HVAC sales and service. License number 1081055.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet, Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, what's going on for the Declaration of Deals sales events?
We're pledging our allegiance to deals and savings. Right now, you can save up to $15,000 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 1500 crew cabs, or save thousands of finance charges with 0% financing for 60 months and up to $9,000 Hoblet discount.
Wow, $0% and up to $9,000. That's pretty amazing.
We're here to help you save on your next new truck. Plus, with over 400 new Rams available, your perfect Ram is waiting. And if you didn't hear, the iconic 5.7-liter Hemi is back. We have over 60 available with 40 in stock.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
15,000 total net savings on select new 2026 Ram 1500 Laramie after $57.94 factory rebates, $82.06 Hoblet discount, and $1,000 Hoblet business owner bonus with proof of business ownership. Rebates include $500 military or first responder bonus cash for eligible members. 5 at this net savings, 0% for 60 months. Must finance through SFS for well-qualified buyers in lieu of all rebates. $16.67 per thousand borrowed. See dealer for details.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
You know what? I'm looking at the text line right now, and my my repairman guy who told me not to get the Samsung dishwasher, he's listening. Thank you for listening, by the way. Also, shout out to Jeff. Just caught his name, shook his hand. When I was at the checkout line at Winco yesterday.
My name is Jeff.
Jeff stopped, and we had a great conversation about the show. He's been listening forever, said to say hi to both you guys and how great, had nothing but really kind things to say. And then at one point, like very early in the conversation, and this is just if you ever see me around town, at one point in the conversation, I actually felt really bad about this because he said he just kind of got this look on his face. And he said, all right, well, I'm sorry I've bothered you enough. And he started to walk away. And I'm like, and now there's like a 15% chance he wanted to actually go, and that was just a nice thing to say. But I couldn't let that stand, so I stopped. I'm like, you're not bothering me at all. Like, hey, thanks so much.
Come on over.
And we ended up talking for another 5 minutes, and about the same stuff as usual. Kings, frustrations. He's been a season ticket holder forever.
You charged him, right?
Well, I didn't, but my security then talked to him afterwards.
That sounds right.
I had an incident over the weekend where I was, somebody's 11-year-old daughter saw me eating breakfast and kind of stared at me, and then walked to her table with where her mom was. And I guess her dad is a pretty well-known dude as well. And my security guard went over and proceeded to lecture the mom and the daughter on boundaries.
Yeah.
And how she broke them and need to raise her better. Wait, that wasn't me. That was music superstar Chappell Roan. That's the big story over the weekend that my wife and daughter are into, is apparently lectured some big soccer players who has more followers than she does and all that on boundaries and all that stuff. Anyways, shout out Jeff. Great convo. Thank you for listening.
Good. So you chatted more.
We chatted more. We, just a couple of guys chatting Kings and frustrations and draft and all that. Nothing crazy. But it was he just listened forever, and it's always good to see that out in the wild and talk to you. Anyways, dishwasher repairman, real quick. This is the guy that told me not to get a Samsung. He's listening. Thank you for listening. This is why he's doing the same thing that my wife does, which is it's just advice to everybody in any relationship.
Set the screen!
Including the relationship I have with this gentleman. If you want arguments or differences of opinion to go better, when one side acknowledges the other person is right, Here's the right response. The correct response is something in the neighborhood of, well, I was right this time. Lord knows I'll be wrong some other time. Happens to all of us, or something like that. Humility, take the compliment, move on. With my wife, it's, you know what? Turns out this happened. You were right about that. I told you. Why don't you listen? I told you. Do you know how easier your life would be if you just listened to what I told you that was going to happen? And then she does everything but like a touchdown dance and spikes the ball in front of me. So I admitted earlier.
I mean, we have talked about how terrible your memory is.
Yeah. Wait, how are you tying that in?
So maybe it's something she's told you 100 times.
That is true. This guy told me not to get a Samsung. They get worked on all the time. I admitted, I said, hey, wish I'd listened to him. To be fair, he told me after I bought the dishwasher.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah. And I said, I listened to him, and I got a Bosch. So I blanking told you, dude, Samsung sucks. Okay. He did say he was proud of me for the purchase. Yeah. But, like, I get it. You don't have to. I admitted you were right. And I thanked you for the advice. You don't have to rub my face in the dishwasher and say no.
Yeah. Plus, you had done it first, as you said.
I
wasn't
did.
Like, hey, if anybody out there has,
yes,
and then you went against him, you had already done it.
We honestly, our oven and the microwave and the stove that's connected, it crapped out, and this place had a deal because we needed to replace our dishwasher back then. This place had a deal where it was like, you get a Samsung oven, stove, microwave, and dishwasher bundle for like barely over what it would have cost just to get the oven. And so we went for it. So we had all Samsung. I mean, luckily, the other three are still working.
Yeah.
But anyway, shout out to Dishwasher Guy. Christopher Lot 3 for Madness. Question 1.
Have Kentucky and UNC fallen out of basketball royalty?
They're not on a good run right now. And I think they're going to fire Hubert Davis. Mm-hmm. But I look, to be fair, like as far as Kentucky goes, like that start, I think in college sports, and maybe it's getting less and less, and it's more about what kind of NIL money you have. I don't know that there's anything else where a coach actually, we talk about in the NBA, like how much difference does a coach really make? Like, could Eric Spoelstra or prime Greg Popovich make the Kings better this year? But in college basketball, for example, that I would take the top coach over the top player in the country every single time, because it's not just the ability to coach on the floor, it's also the ability to recruit and get recruits to come to you. There's a reason why Arkansas is doing what Arkansas is doing. It's because John Calipari went from Kentucky to Arkansas. There's a reason why St. John's is doing what St. John's is doing. Think what you want about him. It's because Rick Pitino is at St. John's. In Coach Cal's case, Coach John Calipari, who, by the way, was in attendance at the Kings game last night, coming up from San Jose. In Cal's case, this dude has probably the number one recruiting tool in the country when it comes to college basketball, and I'm pretty sure I've heard stories where he actually uses it the exact way he should. Jason, you're a 6'5" combo guard coming out of whatever high school you went to, and you're looking to go someplace. You got Chris with UCLA trying to get you to stay home. You got me. I'm at UNC or Florida, whatever. I'm trying to get you to do this thing, right? And then all of a sudden, Pat Still comes over. John Calipari comes over. Excuse me, I don't need to use another person. John Cal comes over. And he goes, hey, man, you know what? Those are great schools, and those are great coaches. You're not going to hear me say anything bad about them whatsoever. We're all sitting around the table. I just want to show you something real quick. Pulls out his pocket. And on this sheet he slides across, it shows a list of guards that have played for him and what they've made in career earnings. Shows all the guards that played for him at Kentucky and Arkansas, mainly Kentucky, obviously. Shows how much their career earnings are, how many All-Star games, how many MVPs, how many guards have made the NBA in the first place. And he just simply says, son, I think you can be in the NBA. I've seen it before, whether it was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, whether it was De'Aaron Fox, whether it was DeMarcus Cousins, whether it was Anthony Davis. I know what an NBA player looks like. You're an NBA player. I want to win ball games, but my goal is to get you to the highest draft pick possible and to be the MVP of the league someday. And I want you to make a ton of money. So, your call.
How much do you got for me?
Yeah, exactly. And oh, by the way, like I don't know if people are getting that out of Hubert Davis. I don't know if Kentucky's got the same thing going on. I can tell you right now, whatever issue Hubert Davis is going through and whether or not he keeps his job or not, I know a little bit about the Kentucky program through DeMarcus and his guy Andrew and being out there a couple times. They do not, this ain't cool. They don't play out there. They do not play with their college basketball. So I don't know if you're going to see turnover at both schools. I would imagine you will at one, if not both. But the one that you don't see turnover at, if that's the case, Jason, then they're basically on a 1 year, you better figure it out deal, because both Kentucky and UNC not making the Sweet 16, much less further, that is absolute failure at those schools.
Oh, absolutely. There's such a high bar, and I think part of that, what you just addressed about coaching, is what happened there. I mean,
yes.
You have replacing Roy Williams and replacing John Calipari at Kentucky. Like, those are two legends. The guys that went there, Pope for Kentucky and Hubert Davis for North Carolina, know it. They went there. They know what that means. But it's different to be the figurehead and the coach replacing those legends. And, yeah, they don't accept this. It's a different – I mean, really, it's title or bust at those schools.
It really is.
And so they can get away with Final Four appearances, probably Elite Eight appearances, and it's like on to next year. But getting out this early is not going to work.
Ain't happening.
And even it's probably even less. No, that's not true. It's not less than getting out. It's also, what were they both, a 6 and a 7? So like they weren't even considered like teams that were going to win.
Right.
So that's not like. You don't want to waste years at those programs.
And you don't, by the way, you don't get the excuse of, oh, well, hey, you were only a blip seed, so yeah. Right. No, it's, well, why weren't you a 1, 2, or 3 seed?
We're one. We're a 1 seed program. We're a 2 seed program.
Yeah, that's right.
We're not a 6 and 7.
No.
6, 7.
I was talking about my memory issues, and from the 916, this is informative. Sorry, Dave, I'm 75. Memory issues is just a part of aging. You'll experience more and more of that. Those close to you will let you know when it starts getting medical. But also, wait a minute, what were we just talking about? It's well done. From the 916, how many current NBA players could lead a 16 seed to a title? That's interesting. Let's put Nikola Jokic on it. I don't know. SGA, Giannis. I think the first question is, and I assume the spirit of the question is, you can take any of the 16 seeds that were in the tournament this year, put one NBA player on there, take one player, I'm assuming the last guy on the bench, off the 16 seed. Who's winning a title? So let's just take Giannis. I think the first question is that even possible? Even with Giannis, even with Jokic, even with SGA? They're obviously going to be absolutely ridiculous. But, of course, what's going to happen is every team is going to go right after that guy. He's getting doubled and tripled. So would the rest of that team playing effectively, let's say 4-on-2, would they be skilled enough to be able to win a national championship?
Yeah, and it probably starts with the first game, like you're playing a 1 seed. So, like, if you get through that one, not that it gets easier, but that's the biggest one you got to take out. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
It's an interesting thought exercise. Because I'm just trying to think. I don't know why I keep going to Jokic, but it probably wouldn't be Jokic because such a big part of Jokic's game is his assists and his ability to move the. But you wouldn't want him to move the ball. You would need him to do everything. So maybe it is a Giannis, except Giannis isn't exactly a free throw guy, and he'd be fouled nonstop. So put SGA on a team, I mean, what's he going for? Does it legitimately work like that? Like, would SGA average 44 in college?
Probably, if not more.
Is there that big of a gap? Because a lot of these college teams, that's where you're getting your next NBA players. They obviously know how to play.
Right.
But obviously,
you're lucky to have 2 pros.
Yeah. No. You're lucky. And that's at the highest levels.
Yeah.
It reminded me, I just watched a video, and this is different. This is apples to oranges, but just watched an old video of, who was Brian Scalabrine, who's been retired for a while, and some New York playground legend guy was, talking trash, a taxi driver guy. If you saw the video, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, challenge Scal. Scal goes out there, look, and I say this with love and respect. He's a little soft around the edges. Looks like he's been retired for a while. Scalabrine just goes out there, I think, mashed the guy 11-0. And we've talked about that before. Like, the gap between the best amateur player and the worst or one of the worst NBA players, for example, it's pick a guy on the Kings right now that you think stinks. Well, whatever you think, he's going to kill everyone you know at basketball, and it's not particularly close. Kind of like golfers.
Yeah.
You take the worst golfer on tour. Yeah. He's going to be the best golfer you've ever played with by a mile. Also, dude, I started watching Full Swing again last night. Have you ever watched that on Netflix?
I've not.
Jason, I'm telling you, it's actually incredibly interesting, the access they get behind. If you're a golf fan and you have not watched Full Swing, I'm only on like the 4th episode, and they went over, they were following Joel Damon and his story and how he just is like, yeah, I'm not great. I'm just lucky to be here and whatever. And then it just so happens while they were filming was he was tied for the 36-hole lead at the U.S. Open, which he had to qualify for. Mm-hmm. They just caught that, and now they're about to get into all the live golf stuff where they were rolling cameras behind the scenes. I highly, highly recommend it so far if you like golf at all. Number 2, please.
Question 2.
Jason.
Yeah.
Jason.
Your Bruins put up a good fight, but in the end fell short. Would you rather they make the title game with a chance to win it all, or win our bracket?
And hold on. I adjusted this question for a reason. Now, I know you'd rather UCLA win the title than you'd rather do that than you winning 3 consecutive brackets.
Right.
I get it.
Easy answer.
I'm trying to find the breaking point. So my initial foray here is they're in the game. They could lose, but they're in the game with no guarantee of winning.
Nah, still easy. Yeah.
Final 4?
Yeah, let's go.
If you had a choice between UCLA making the Final 4, they still had to win that game and they had to win the championship, or are you winning the bracket? You taking Final 4?
Correct.
Elite 8?
Yeah, I mean, these are all good things. This is the team I'm rooting for. This is what I want them to do is win.
I know, but I'm just saying. Yeah. Like, Sweet 16? Is there a breaking point?
Well, they made the round of 32.
I mean, it's a big deal to win your bracket.
Is it?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that because I've won it. But I look, you're talking about a...
Wait, you've won it before?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Jason, I'm glad you asked. I have. Although my son...
What?
I went. I had a few losses yesterday. My losses were all his wins. He's climbing. He has never beaten me in the brackets before.
Is he ahead of you right now?
I think he is.
Oh,
but
how the tide is turned.
How the turn is tide. Yeah.
If I know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask anyway.
Yeah.
If I told you, your wife or your son was going to win the bracket.
Come on, dude. If you told me you could get an elephant to take a dump on your face, or you could go to all-you-could-eat sushi at the finest sushi restaurant, which one would you take? I'm going to take the sushi, Jason.
I would too.
Yeah. So
which one's which?
Under the similar lines, I would definitely have my son over my wife.
Why the hesitation on your wife winning?
It's not. Let's just be clear. It's not hesitation.
Yeah.
It's absolute. Now, look. If my wife, would I like my wife to win? You asked between my wife and my son. In my son, I would take pride. I would rather. Obviously, where I thought you were going to go is, would you rather win it or have your son win it? I'd rather my son win it all. That's It's my son. Are you kidding me? Like, I'd be so...
Your wife.
First off, not blood related. I have absolutely no relation to my wife whatsoever. We're not related. She is of completely different genetic than I am. So I love her. I love her. That's my partner, and we'll be hopefully together forever. Not a relative, though. Not, not. She's not in that circle.
The mother of your children.
She is. That's nice. She is the canal of choice that I chose for procreation. She's the birth canal, and God bless her for it. But not a relative. I don't.
So you're rooting against her.
I'm not rooting against her.
Yeah, you guys don't even have the same last name.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Thank you, Christopher. But I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear. I'd be very happy if she won. I would be. She would be so happy. I'm messing around. She would be so happy if she won. She would really be happy. And again, it's all about me. So therefore I would be happy because she'd be in a good mood.
Florida State wins it or Mason wins it?
Oh, God. That's the wrong question, man. That's tough.
Found it.
I've been watching Florida State play basketball my entire life, going back to Pat Kennedy, Leonard Hamilton, Bobby Sura, Tat Hunter.
I pay my taxes.
Kings scout or former Kings scout, George McLeod. I've seen them make an Elite Eight twice. I'm going to have to go with Florida State because I've never seen that before, and my son will have ample opportunities. Now, hold on. Ooh, are you saying if Florida State wins it, Mason could never win it?
I'm not saying
okay, that. Then short of that, I would take Florida State. If he still had an opportunity, yes. But if my son wins, my son were to win it this year, I would far rather that happen than I win. Are you kidding me? And then my wife, like a distant third. Like, here's how it goes. Me, my son first, me second. And then, like, the honorable mention paragraph, she's number one in that. It's 1, 2, and then honor. There's no third place. Honorable mentions across the board. Much like you and I'm sure you're the same way with your wife. Right?
No, I want her to win. She's doing well.
Jason, your wife can win the bracket 4 straight years, or the Bruins make the Final Four.
She wins it 4 straight years.
Good for you. Look at that. Okay, Bruins in the championship, or 4 straight years.
Do they win?
I don't know. Coin flip. It's a pick'em in Vegas.
Bruins in the championship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Love will only go so far. Question 3, please.
Question 3.
Cam Boozer is the only one of the big 3 remaining in the tournament. Have you thought about any of them being... Let me start that over.
Uh-huh.
What?
Have your thoughts about any of them been affected in the last week?
My stock in A.J. DeBonsa increased. He played every minute, did everything he could. Wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
Was really good. Darren Peterson's a tough one, man. He really is. I watched every minute of both Kansas games. There's no denying he has talent. I just can't help but feel, and maybe I'm being biased, made biased by the media. I can't help but feel it's like, but does he care about college basketball? And if he does, like, is that going to come to the NBA? There's no denying, dude, his talent level is insane. But is he going to be Anthony Edwards? Is he going to be Anthony Edwards, or is he going to be, I don't mean with all the other stuff, but is he going to be a Ja Morant type? And I'm not talking about off-court stuff necessarily. I'm saying, is he going to be a guy that carries baggage with him? And in his case, it's going to be, he's super talented, but, he doesn't listen to anyone. I don't know, and I don't want to be unfair to the kid. I really don't, but his talent is certainly there. It's just everything else I'm worried about now. And with the Kings, they have to take that into account. They are not a strong enough organization to handle that type of thing. And I'll tell you right now, if they did draft Darren Peterson, I can't believe I'm saying this because it goes against everything in my ethos so far this year, but I think I might change my mind on them retaining Russell Westbrook.
If they had him?
If they draft him or another point guard, then it's like,
yeah.
On one hand, I don't want that because I don't want Russ taking any of the minutes. But on the other hand, what better mentor and example?
Right.
So I don't know. That's as close as it's got.
Yeah, the impact of the tournament, I don't think has that large of an impact on the draft.
Yeah.
I mean, if we think back to like 2018, which is still considered one of the great drafts in recent memory, and if I remember right, I think that is Villanova over Michigan in the final.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, DeAndre Ayton went number 1. He was at Arizona, and Bagley was at Duke, and so on and so forth. SGA at Kentucky. Like, I think the Villanova teams, if I'm not mistaken, got 3 or 4 guys drafted. Bridges was the highest, and then the best one was Brunson, and he went in the second round.
Yeah.
So it doesn't, Devonsa, Peterson are still going to be near the top of the board in whatever order. And Boozer, let's say they go all the way, and he's the conference or the tournament MVP. We just see him more. I mean, I think it's more for the rest of us that maybe don't watch college basketball all year. I think for the scouts and the guys that are going to be making these decisions, they've got their mind made up already.
Yeah.
On where they see guys, or honestly, probably want to see him more at the combine and interview them and talk to them and get all that other information. Then I don't want to say these games are meaningless. That's not my point. But I think the list is probably pretty accurate to what the mock drafts have.
We have to break. I'll ask you this over the break too, because we're going to get to. Kings Rewind next, or excuse me, Kings Rewind at 7:43. We'll get to opening day next. I want to ask you this question, though, and everybody think about this during the break. Can Cam Boozer affect his draft position with NBA teams in this tournament with what's remaining? We'll get to that next.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
We know exactly what you're not thinking about right now. Wiper blades. But now that you are, take a moment to think about how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America. Why? Because Rain-X thinks about wiper blades all the time. We obsess, so you don't have to. Simply install our blades and then think about literally anything else. So choose Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blades, and then go back to not thinking about wiper blades. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
When your check engine light comes on, do you see a repair bill or do you see peace of mind? For 20 years, CarShield's been the name America trusts to help keep you on the road. While other companies stop covering you when your car gets older, CarShield offers protection plans up to 200,000 miles. With over $1 billion in claims paid, we don't just promise protection, we deliver it. Don't let a breakdown break your budget. Get the flexible month-to-month coverage you deserve. Go to carshield.com. That's carshield.com today.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it.
Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
When you take the time to shop at Folsom Lake Honda, there's one thing you'll always find. Happy people ready to serve you. As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Looking to own or lease? During the spring sales event, drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda, yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
The spring sale is in bloom at Scandinavian Designs.
For a limited time, enjoy huge savings on select modern furniture and decor, including pieces for your living room, bedroom, dining room, and beyond. This is your chance to refresh a favorite space or dream up an entirely new look. Stop by one of our local showrooms or shop online at ScandinavianDesigns.com. Scandinavian Designs. We make it simple. You make it home.
Only place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
1-800-920-1140 is our phone line. 916-339-1140 is our text line. Guys, I was in downtown San Diego Friday night. Ran into some Kansas fans after their game. We made the trip out here. I asked them straight up, would you draft Peterson with a top 3 pick? All 3 emphatically said no. That's from Danny in Chula Vista. Here's my counter to that, though. I understand why a Kansas fan would say that, because they're thinking from a Kansas point of view. If Darren Peterson had come to Florida State and was the presumptive number 1 pick, which he was all summer long, and most of fall and winter, I would be sitting there like, dude, we've got the number 1 pick in the draft coming to Florida State. Oh, my God. And whatever you want to say about Darren Peterson's tenure at Kansas, I'm pretty sure most would say, based on what their expectations were, that it was incredibly disappointing. Not just them getting out early, but also him playing, him not playing, him sitting, him leaving games, him doing this, him doing that. Now, if I'm thinking from a Florida State point of view, I not only do I strongly dislike Darren Peterson now, I'm rooting against him wherever he plays in the NBA, because screw him, you screwed my college, or at least you didn't, in my opinion, give your all. That doesn't mean an NBA team, though, may not draft him.
Well, someone's going to.
And, yeah, exactly, and then experience the exact opposite. But with Cam Boozer, and I asked you before the break, you were mentioning the tournament is not going to change minds. NBA teams have pretty much made up their mind. I don't disagree with you, but I'm also trying to think of extremes. Like, what if Cam Boozer just takes the team on his shoulders and Duke wins the title, or at the end it's like, well, Duke lost, but wasn't because of Cam Boozer? Does that change minds at all?
Well, I think it'd be hard to prove, because my example would be this. We'll do the Kings. We'll say they win the lottery and they're the number 1 team.
Right.
And let's go down the scenario that Cam Boozer has great the rest of the tournament, leads Duke to the finals, and wins it, and is awesome. Some may then say, if the Kings took Boozer number 1, that's the reason why. Well, what if the Kings had Boozer number 1 all along?
That's yes.
Whereas it's going back to that one draft where it's like, no, it's going to be Jabari Smith. Then is it Banchero or Holmgren? Banchero. Then late word, it's going to be Banchero. Whoa, this came out of nowhere. Did it? Maybe all along they had Banchero. Like,
true.
Mock drafts don't have Boozer number 1. That's a mock draft. That's not Scott Perry's board.
Right.
That's not Indiana's board. That's not, I don't know what I bet they're all close in 1, 2, 3-ish, 4-ish, 5-ish range, but what is, it would really be, this would be great, and this will never happen, but GMs, a lot of times, because I've seen it before, I don't know if it's still being done, but they do have a board.
Yes.
In their office.
Yes.
And what would be really cool is after the draft, when all is said and done.
See the board?
Yeah.
Glad I did it.
If everybody in the whole league did that.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, Boston had Boozer 9th or whatever.
The problem is whoever they don't want to do that to
They'll
whoever.
Never do
they won't do it.
But it would be interesting to know, like,
amazing.
No, I heard from one scout, they actually had him out of the lottery. Wait, what? Or whatever player, everybody's got different opinions.
I spend a lot of time thinking about that Jabari Smith Jr. draft. I really do, because depending on who's reporting it, I tend to think that most of your pre-draft reports are fairly. If, for example, I don't think Sean Sharani or at that time Adrian Wojnarowski. I don't think either of them are putting out guesses because it would just mess with they're not going to do that. They're too reliant on their reputations. Now, none of them said this guy's going first, but the consensus was Jabari Smith Jr. I would love to know the behind the scenes. Like, A, were they just guessing? I don't believe they were. B, did they have some teams' boards, but they didn't have Houston's or Orlando's? Maybe. Or C, did something happen? Because remember, too, the Vegas lines, if you remember how this went, the Vegas lines all had Jabari Smith Jr. going number one. And then I believe it was the day of or the night before the draft, they flipped.
Yeah.
And everyone noticed and went, whoa, hold on. Paolo Banchero just went from third all the way up. I don't think Chet ever moved from two. What happened? What happened? Who said something happened in that draft? And the other one that I always remember is Baker Mayfield. Yeah. It's the same thing. Something happened in those drafts very, very close to draft time that threw teams off of them.
They found out the birthday party information.
But in both cases, it launched it launched Baker to number one, and it launched Banchero to number one. Or did it drop Jabari Smith Jr.?
Yeah.
I don't know, and I'd love to know that. I want to crowdsource this real quick, guys. I've been meaning to do this. I'm trying to crowdsource dinner tonight. I am on it. It's my wife has requested pasta. I said I want to do a new pasta.
Okay.
Here's the choices I've narrowed it down to. Amish beef and noodles, which is basically it's thinly sliced skirt steak, slow cooked in with noodles and sort of a creamy red sauce. Okay. Dirty martini pasta, which is basically it's pasta, but it has olives, a little bit of olive juice to give it some tang, and some other assorted vegetables in there, but you get the idea. Cream of mushroom pastina, which is they're tiny little, almost like orzo-ish. I mean, they're just tiny pastas, tiny noodles, and think heavy mushroom flavor, different types of mushrooms, all that. One pot broccoli cheese pasta. Think broccoli cheese soup, but it's thick and a sauce and a pasta. And then finally, beef and broccoli ramen. It's ramen noodles or that type. You could use angel hair, but ramen noodles preferably. Think of beef and broccoli like at a Chinese restaurant, but with ramen noodles and, just sort of think of that. Think of it like beef and broccoli pasta, noodle dish sort of thing. That's the best way I can describe it. Do any of those stand out to you?
Yeah. I got a 1 through 5. I'm ranking them for you.
Jason, I appreciate this. I'm going to write this down.
My list would be the last one, beef and broccoli ramen, number one.
Oh, that's number one.
Yeah. Okay. Number two,
BBR.
The one pot broccoli cheese. Mm-hmm. Number two.
BBC.
The 3 Amish beef noodles. Number 4, the dirty martini pastini or whatever.
Yeah.
Or no, yeah, pasta. Yeah. And then the number 5, cream of mushroom pastina.
Now, one question on the cream of mushroom pasta. Yeah, is that more of a cream of mushroom thing?
I like cream of mushroom. I don't love mushrooms.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Chris, did Jason say anything you disagree with?
Probably all of it.
Heavily?
No.
You pretty much put it there?
Yeah. They all kind of sound the same.
Yeah.
What did you want to make?
You and I probably had a little bit of adjustments 2 through 5. You're damn right. 2 through 5, I might move one here, one there. This is what I narrowed it down to, so they all sound good to me. Beef and broccoli ramen was my number 1. There it is. From Aaron, just take her to Paisanos. Okay, Warbucks. Some of us sent their kids back to school yesterday, in which they pay a ton of money per month for that. We don't have
first class, Daddy.
No. Sat with the peasants. Yeah, she's not talking to me right now because of it.
I don't blame her.
Yeah. Basically, she said, she texted me. I said, sweetheart, did you land? How was sitting in economy? And I don't know what this means, but she said, I don't have a father. And that was it.
I want a new daddy.
Yeah, exactly. I had something else for you. We were going to do opening day here. I want to move that. Let me look. We'll get to opening day here in a second. I saved something over the weekend for you. Oh, yeah, here we go. My favorite clip of the weekend. This is the thank you, Chris. This is the Braves and the Rangers playing a preseason spring training game, if you will. And the analyst asks the play-by-play voice an actually very normal question, a very understandable question, but through no fault of our own, we're all going to think something different.
So good start for the Twins here in the fourth inning. You ever seen Buck with his pants down?
Okay, I want to stop it there. The question was, have you ever seen Buck, meaning the batter, with his pants down? Now, I'm going to tell you in advance, this is actually going to turn out to be an absolutely normal question, but I want everybody to take a second in their head to try to figure out how the analyst can go from, have you ever seen this man with his pants down? And by the end you go, oh, okay, that was just phrasing. I get it. Whatever your guess is in your head, keep it there. Let's see how close you were.
So good start for the Twins here in the fourth inning. You ever seen Buck with his pants down? No. Like in shorts? No, like he doesn't have his, no socks showing.
What the analyst was saying is generally in baseball, in this case him, some players will wear their pants up and their stirrups are over. The pants will be kind of pulled up to the mid-calf. Yeah. It's a very normal look. And then some players, they put their pants, the end of their pants, all the way down to the ankle, covering the stirrups.
Bonds used to go all the way to the cleat.
Yes, he did. Yeah. It's a very and they call this team. This is their team. So this might be the first time he's ever seen this player wearing his the end of his pant legs down to the ankle, or in other words, wearing his pants down. So when you ask the question, have you ever seen him with his pants down? I understand, and I really want to know the look the play-by-play voice gave him.
I think you heard it in the note. He's like, no.
Because here, for those
no.
You're not going to see this on YouTube, but if you and I were doing the play-by-play and I was sitting right next to you and I asked, by the way, that's totally a question I would ask. Yeah. Here's my imitation of Chris Verlot, who would be producing it, okay?
Okay.
All right. Have you ever seen Fred with his pants down? I would have 100%. If you've ever seen South Park, there's an episode where a cameraman on a game show leans out.
Oh, describe it.
I described it enough, but that's exactly what Chris.
Why would he lean out?
He was trying to stretch. He had a little sciatica. We'll take a break when we come back. Very quick break here. Kings Rewind, a victorious rewind, happens next.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Couponing. Wow, you didn't strike me as the coupon type.
Just trying to stay ahead of inflation. Gas, groceries, everything. It's all more expensive. I need to save wherever I can.
Have you tried Upside yet?
Upside? What's that?
It's a free app that I use that pays cash back for every gallon of gas I buy. You've got to buy gas to get around anyway. Might as well get paid for it.
Come on, does that really add up to anything?
I've already made around $200. The extra cash helped pay down my bills, and I even had a little extra left to treat myself.
And the Upside app is free?
Totally free, and the cash back is real. You can transfer the cash right to your bank account.
I'm downloading Upside right now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code ENJOY to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code ENJOY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code ENJOY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
A's fans, the 2026 season
season is coming fast, and single game tickets are on sale now. Be there for an exciting season packed with theme days, giveaways, and firework nights, including bobbleheads, jerseys, hats, and much more. And getting in is easier than ever. Tickets start at just $8 for select April and May games. From opening day to unforgettable summer nights, there's something for everyone at the ballpark. Get your tickets today at athletics.com/tickets and be part of the excitement this 2026 season.
Carmichael Dave.
He has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say.
He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
The family Schlegel in our chat today just sent the pasta orecchiette recipe, Instant Pot, so it's super easy. Where did you send it, friend? Let me know. I'm always curious about that. By the way, during the break, I called my wife. Just to say they're driving to school right now.
Hi.
Say hello.
Set the screen.
The son, and sometimes I wonder, depending on how she reacts. I try to give her a kiss goodbye every morning, and I said, "Do you remember me giving you a kiss goodbye this morning?" She said her response with my son in the car was, "Yeah," which she usually doesn't remember. She goes, "Yeah, it was a bit aggressive." I went, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "You know what I'm talking about." I was like, "Oh, yeah." Well, because I gave her a kiss goodbye, and I gave her a goodbye pat or two, and apparently I gave her a goodbye.
You called for a foul?
I gave her a squeeze goodbye, and she called me for illegal touching in the key. So, and then at the end, I said, "All right, well, have a great day. Love you, talk to you next." She goes, "Love you too." And then I go, "Have a great day, buddy." And by the time I got to the and buddy, boop, 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 she'd already hung up. Cut me off. From wishing my son a good day.
Yeah.
Deal with that later. 3 for Madness. That was earlier. 4 Down Territory. Coming up in the fall.
Yeah.
But right now it's time
Let's go streaking. Coming up soon.
Friday Funny Games. It'll be about 9:30. Ish, 9:45 this Friday.
Very rare. We're going to play the game we played last week.
Please no. Kings Rewind starts right now.
Sunday afternoon at Golden One Center was the exact type of game that those in the league office, they absolutely hate.
His hair, whack. His gear, whack. His jewelry, whack. His foot stance, whack. The way that he talks, whack. The way that he doesn't even like to smile, whack. Me, I'm tight as fuck.
What? Oh, that's a lot of whacking. Back to you.
You had 2 of the bottom 4 teams squaring off in the Brooklyn Nets and the Sacramento Kings, with each fan base entering the game with the thought of whether or not it would be in the team's best interest to actually win.
Look, we're going to be the losers tonight, all right? I don't think so. There's no way you can lose to us. We're going down. We're going to get creamed. No, we're going to get creamed. We'll just see about that. Oh, yeah? Yeah.
The Nets were fielding a team with rookies and a squad that has had a lot of trouble scoring.
Whoa, oh, yeah.
The Kings were coming off consecutive non-competitive games and were going to be without their usual suspects and one of their regulars this season in Russell Westbrook.
What the hell? Russell Westbrook?
With a little bit of a cloud over this game, the skies were able to clear because this was a special day as the Kings mascot Slamson was celebrating his birthday.
Happy, 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 happy. I'm so happy today.
Boom, boom.
Slamson held quite a party and brought some friends from Minnesota, Crunch the Wolf.
Great song.
Great song.
Great
From
song.
Portland, Blaze.
I don't think it's that kind of Blaze. Well, actually. Yeah, it's Portland.
Actually. From Toronto, the Raptor.
Dinosaurs! I'm Dave and I love dinosaurs. Raptors are cool, but my favorite is Stegosaurus.
You're so stupid, dude. I hate you.
from Utah, it's Bear.
What are you looking at, stupid bear?
And from Sacramento via Oakland, Stomper was in the house.
Do we know how old Slamson is? Is that ever a part of it?
Yes.
How old? I mean, approximately. If you can't remember exactly, then you should play Friday Fun and Games too.
96, 97 season?
Yeah. No. I'm saying.
No, that's how old.
But do they do that though?
Yeah, it'd be 29 years old.
By the way, okay.
Or turning 30. Maybe turn 30.
By the way, Chris, FYI, this is the dinosaur thing that my kids and I send each other, and we'll just so you can understand how idiot we are.
Dinosaur. Dinosaur. Back to you.
Also courtside to take this one in was former NBA coach, former UMass coach, Memphis coach, Kentucky coach, and now Arkansas head coach John Calipari was in the building.
You, my man, are the poop in our ice cream.
What?
Wow.
What?
You don't know that story?
I do not.
All right,
well, I probably do.
Yeah.
You forgot.
I forgot.
Yeah. The first quarter was a solid back and forth, and the low-scoring Nets took a 34-30 lead after the game's first 12 minutes of play.
Oh.
Early in the second quarter, Nets rookie Danny Wolf went to the line. He missed his first opportunity.
I need some pizza, 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 pizza. Every time I want that pizza.
Somebody says it's amazing Slamson's birthday actually falls on a home game every year. He's very good at that.
It's really amazing.
It's really awesome.
Yeah. The second one would also miss, and the building got what they wanted.
And you got to give the people what they want.
Yeah, you do.
I actually thought he would play something else
Pizza!
there.
Pizza, pizza, going Tommy. Me so hungry, me so hungry.
Even with those free throw misses, the rookie was looking good for the Nets until he rolled his ankle and had to be helped to the locker room.
Oh, God. You know, geez. That's terrible.
What the hell is that, dude? That didn't sound very genuine.
No. Sorry, what was I supposed to do?
Well, the Nets still own the lead at the half and had committed just one first-half turnover.
How?
Good question. After a fun game of mascot musical chairs at half, it was time for the second-half action.
Woohoo!
Chris, can you play the previous one, the owl, please?
How?
Okay, I thought that was owl, always, until you just said good question. It's how. I always thought it was owl. And it didn't make sense sometimes.
And I'm going to redo the one again that I just did. Can you identify this one?
Yeah.
After a fun game of mascot musical chairs at half, it was time for the second half action.
Woohoo!
Is that you? No. Is that somebody that works here?
I think, if I have it right. Is it Chris?
He says yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, think on it.
It's Jim.
With Killian Hayes injuring his toe in the first half, he would not return, and Malik Monk would start the second half. Kings rookie Maxime Renaud had a drive in the game where he thought he got fouled. When the play stopped, Terrence Mann took exception to that, and we had a whole bunch of talking between both sides, but it was much ado about nothing.
Please disperse. Nothing to see here, please.
Well, after the double technical fouls, it was time to decide this barn burner.
You want some? Come get some.
Yeah, it wouldn't help the cause when Kings rookie Nick Clifford got hurt, and now the Kings went from 10 bodies, they were down to 8.
Have we displeased you, almighty God in heaven? Do our lives mean nothing to you?
And with no double-digit leads, 16 lead changes and 12 ties, this one was coming right down to the wire.
It's the final countdown.
The Kings utilized their size to dominate the Nets with a 51-25 rebounding advantage.
I'm fine. It's just that you're so big.
Maxime Renaud was a big part of that, going for 22 points and 10 rebounds.
The stupid Americans pronounce this pastry as croissant. Croissant. It is pronounced
Every time.
Every single time.
Precious Achiuwa thrived again with a 14-point, 15-rebound performance.
What are you, celebrating or sneezing?
Malik Monk, he had a season-high 32.
I'm a pizza guy.
That's right. The Kings win 126-122 and now have 19 W's on the season.
Yeah.
So we end up with a very rare day beam. Up next, Sacramento will start their last road trip of the season where they'll be gone for 5 games starting Tuesday in Charlotte.
Bees! Bees! Bees in the car! Bees everywhere! God, they're huge! They're ripping my flesh off!
And now, did you ever figure out who that was that did that clip?
No. Who's your guess?
Woohoo! I know my guess.
Play it again one more time, please.
Woohoo!
Do they still work here?
Yeah. Right,
Is that Whitey?
Yeah. No.
Well, no.
I mean, you're kind of right, but no.
Oh, God, it's Matt.
Woohoo!
Is that was he at a karaoke bar doing song 2 by Blur? Dun 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 dun.
It was one of the.
I'm fine.
No.
It was one of the drafts.
Okay.
I think it was Keegan. And he wasn't very excited about it.
Chris, if you get bored at any point, I would absolutely love. I really would love. You can make this my birthday present. I would absolutely love a mashup of just the opening couple of stanzas of song 2.
You're acting like I haven't done that already.
You already. Is that easily findable, or do we need to break, or both? Oh, he says 1 second, please. The fact that he's done this actually scares me, because it really, honestly. Also, from the 916, can you ask anti-tanker Verlad how he feels about the Kings winning? He's going to be upset when the Pacers get the first pick.
I'll be very happy when they lose their first pick.
There you go. See? All right, we got it? Oh, here we go. Chris Verlad, Blur remix, song 2.
Sorry, man.
Sactown Sports, taking you all the way till 10 a.m. Here's English music right here.
Woohoo!
Oh, my God, that's fantastic. When we come back, NBA news and notes. We got post-game reaction as well. And I want to talk about Max Reno. We'll do that next.
Okay.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Think about this. In 2006, $20,000 equaled roughly 33 ounces of gold at the spot price. At today's prices, those 33 ounces would be worth over $150,000. Smart Americans diversify a portion of their savings into precious metals. That's why I buy gold from Birch Gold Group. It's a crucial part of my balanced strategy. Gives me peace of mind given all the events that could impact the U.S. economy. See if holding gold in a tax-sheltered retirement account is right for you too. Birch Gold can help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into an IRA in gold. Just text my name, Dan, to the number 989898 to receive your free info kit on gold. There's no obligation, just useful information. With an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and tens of thousands of happy customers, let Birch Gold help you diversify with gold. Now that's peace of mind. Text Dan to 989898. Again, text my name, Dan, to the number 989898 today. Message and data rates apply.
Injured and you're considering an LA law firm looking to charge you 45% to 50% in attorney's fees? That's overcharging. Ashton & Price has been around for over 25 years, and I can tell you no matter how complicated your injury case, you should never be charged 45% or 50% in attorney's fees ever. Direct, experienced, unrelenting, and honest local representation matters. It's called home court advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries. So for the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
What's going on? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. He's here to tell us what's going on for the Declaration of Deal sales event.
Come learn the art of savings with Hoblet when you save up to $13,500 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 2500 and 3500s. Some are even available with 0% financing for 36 months. Plus, with the return of the iconic 5.7-liter Hemi with an all-new 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, you'll find what you already know. This is the best Ram yet.
But do you have the Ram I'm looking for?
Yes. And if we don't, we'll order it for you. The reason we are consistently one of the top Ram dealers on the West Coast is our huge Ram inventory. With over 400 available, including those hard-to-find heavy duties.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$13,500 net savings on select new 2026 Ram 2500 Limited Longhorns after $1,500 factory rebates. Discounts include $1,000 Hoblet business owner bonus with proof of business ownership. Rebates include $500 on-the-job upfit. Must show eligible upfit. Sample VIN 152135. 0% financing for 36 months. Only available through SFS for well-qualified buyers in lieu of all rebates. $27.77 per thousand borrow. See dealer for details.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
I want to talk about Max Reno in a second. I'm putting on my uniform and my hat and my medals. There are those who have served in our military and deserve our love and respect, and thank you for your service. I, too, have served and am serving currently. Not in our military, because I'm a worthless coward, but as the tank commander. That is not a self-appointed title. That was given to me by the tank general, who is no longer with us, RIP Tank General. I'd like to talk to Tank Nation out there. Because when the Kings are winning games, there is a massive outcry in our fan base about it. And I understand and am deep enough to understand that, look, there is a base of this. There is a part of this where it's kind of like this, a similar reason why I understand some people will lash out at us or others in the media. People just need to be upset at something right now because this season stinks and the overall picture stinks. And people are understandably very upset, and they're going to vent at whatever and whomever because they need to vent. That's just human psychology. It doesn't dismiss the logic in what they're saying. I'm just saying I get it. But when the Kings had their little, 4-5 or whatever it was a couple weeks ago, and then again, yesterday they won, there was a lot of outcry. And just I ran a poll we talked about earlier. And it was, the questions were, would you rather, with the 10 games remaining, would you rather the Kings lose every game or win one or more games in the remaining 10? Mm-hmm. With well over 1,000 votes now, 87% of at least Twitter fans say they'd rather lose every game. Some of the comments. But Dave, we can build culture with players that won't be here in 4 years. But the culture residue will at least be here. That's obviously somebody being sarcastic. How fans feel is irrelevant. The organization has made that abundantly clear. I wonder how many people will still be around when we break our own playoff drought record. That's a lock once expansion happens. I'm reading them in order.
Yeah.
What are we trying to salvage? Why are we trying to win? It literally does absolutely nothing but hurt us. Winning more games achieves what? Would rather we set the record for worst record in a season than getting fourth best odds, and the last year these lottery rules exist. Always somebody randomly posts a Herm Edwards gif. You play to win the game. God, I hate that. I hate that saying more than anything in the world. Any of you voting in the 16% that would want to win, please explain your rationale. And then there's, I'll finish up here, but I just want to give you an idea. Just a lot of people basically saying the franchise, they're dumb.
Yeah.
You get the idea.
Right.
Here's my question. I am very much on the side of tank, rebuild, draft pick. If it was up to me, this would be a double tank. We would tank this year. We would tank next year, depending on the lottery rules. We would shore up. We would do a complete and total wash, and we would go into 2027 with a lighter payroll, lean and mean, young, ready to go. My goals would be to reduce payroll as much as possible. They have the 8th highest payroll in the league right now. They will have the 2nd highest payroll in the league next year if nothing changed. That's where it stands right now. I would drastically reduce that payroll by getting rid of large contracts, getting whatever I could for them. I would load up on draft picks, and I would try to get those picks as high as possible. That would be the entirety of the goal, other than doing my best to get our young players massive minutes. Mm-hmm. And I would try to be one of the bottom 5 or top 5 youngest teams in the NBA 2 years from now. That would be my organizational goal, just so you understand where I'm coming from. But what I'm not hearing a lot about is the following, Jason Ross. Let's take last night, for example. And I mean no disrespect to anybody I'm about to speak on. I'm just going to say the absolute truth, just facts. They played a guy who was on his couch for the first part of the year in Precious Achiuwa. They played a guy they picked in the 2nd round. Started. They started another guy who was on his couch for over half of the season. They started their late 1st round pick. And they started DeMar DeRozan, who shot 7 times. DeMar DeRozan was not why they won the game yesterday. 10 points. On the bench, they started a guy that if he retired in the offseason, nobody would be surprised. 3-point specialist. They started a guy who was not drafted and is a rookie this year. They started this is the bench. They played 27 minutes, their 1st round pick from last year. They played another guy who was on the couch this year. By the way, those guys I'm talking about, the couch guys, Precious Achiuwa, Killian Hayes, Patrick Baldwin Jr. Mm-hmm. That's the 10 players they played. And Malik Monk, that's important. Malik Monk played 30 minutes. He had 32 points.
And it's important to note that 2 of them got hurt, so they're left with 8.
Right. Other than the obvious one, which would be shelf Malik Monk for the remainder of the season. What? And understanding that Doug Christie, it doesn't matter what you say. Doug Christie is not going to purposely try to lose, and neither are any of the. That's not Jordy Fernandez isn't doing that. If you want to focus blame as to why, this sounds so stupid. If you want to blame somebody for the Kings winning, you cannot focus on players. You cannot focus on the coaches. None of the coaches or players in the NBA are going to actively try to lose. They're not going to do it. Jordy didn't do it. Rick Carlisle's not doing it with Indiana, even though he has a 99-game losing streak right now. It's the front office's job to limit the tools a coach has to play with. Carlisle's still putting out his best team available. It's his best team available. So Scott Perry in the crosshairs, Tank Nation. Other than benching Malik Monk, Malik has a torn pinky nail and is out for the year, whatever dumb crap you want to make up. What else can they do? That's my thing. What else can they do?
Yeah, I know we have, I think it'll be, let's see, the season ends in a couple weeks. It'll be this show, like in 3 weeks from today. I'm going to do the, remember before the season started, I had you, me, and Chris fill out a piece of paper of like the same, I don't remember how many questions we had, 10 or 15, and then we sealed the envelopes. I have them.
Mm-hmm.
We'll open those and see what we did. But I think, if I remember right, something vaguely along the line was predict your opening day starting 5, and I think we had predict your final day starting 5. I'm really anxious to see what we have there. But the whole point being is, if I had said, if we had a question back then, hey, the Kings are going to be near the bottom of the NBA, put out a lineup that you would say would be a, quote, tanking lineup.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way we would have come up with this. I mean, because if I told you before the year, hey, look, guys, they're going to win around 20 games, and at the end, they're going to take 100 points per game out of the lineup. Like, yeah, they're definitely.
And
like,
God knows how much money.
There's no way they're going to win games. If I'm telling you they're taking out Keegan, they're going to get this trade that has Hunter, but we're not going to play him. He's hurt.
Yeah.
Sabonis, Levine, and then there's been other people periodically here that have been. I mean, Carter just came back. Monk missed a couple games. Westbrook missed last night. DeRozan's been kind of the one piece, and he was upset that he missed the one game. But 4 season inning surgeries basically. I mean, it's a thin group.
It is,
but they are competing. They're playing.
I think the only other things they could honestly do, and I think I would, and I know there's a pushback here that we would get from Scott if Scott was on. And by the way, if Scott was on, it would be, no GM's ever going to come out and be like, well, I mean, I do want to lose. Like, you're not getting that publicly. But I guess my volley to Scott privately, if I was upset about the winning, if I'm speaking for the fans here, would be, why are Monk and DeRozan still playing? You did it with Zach. You did it with Domas. You're kind of doing it with Russ. Why are they still playing?
Yeah, I mean, I totally get
That's
that.
the one I don't have an answer for.
Yeah, and I mean, part of it is you need to field the team, but you could not play them.
You could not play them.
Have them active.
And you could sign another couple 10 days.
The other one, though, that I don't even know if it's a fair pushback. I think what I've bothered most by just the whole scenario is I don't, as much as that poll question that you put out was heavily towards people wanting them to lose, and I completely understand it.
Yeah.
I just think the funny pushback would be I would love a follow-up poll if we could take it in the spirit of, hey, guys, if I told you the Kings will end up with the worst record, what pick will they get? I think almost everybody would tell you, they're going to get 4th.
Yeah.
So then what was the point of
what was the
point
of losing?
Like, everybody's in that mode. Like,
yes.
Everything this team is doing is wrong.
Yes.
So they're losing a lot, not enough. But if they lose all of them, they're going to get 4th anyway because it's the way the lottery works. And you're going, you're not that you have to please people.
Sure.
But everybody's burned. Everybody's mad. Right now there's no universe. The people, I don't even know if people are really wanting them to win as much as I don't like them losing. Like, that's probably more where I'm at. I understand the merits of losing 100%. I don't like to go there and just some of the days where they're losing and they're not competitive. Like the Philly game the other day, Philly didn't have anything. And the Kings got embarrassed. Like, that wasn't fun. Now it gets another loss. I get it. I mean, but what did they get out of this besides another loss? But it's just, I don't like that nobody is truly, those that want them to lose, well, we won't get the first pick anyway. Well, that's a defeated feeling. Mm-hmm. Then what was the point of the losing? Right. But if we're winning too much, we're going to pick 8th or 9th or 10th and get the worst player. And it's like, whatever we do, we will get the first pick, but we're going to get the wrong guy. I'm like, well, what do you want? What do you want?
And even if you get what you want, is it ultimately what you want? Chris?
That's what I hate.
The only problem I had with the poll is there's this idea if they lose every game that they'll get better odds. I mean, they lose all 10 games, most likely they'll still be in the same spot.
I agree with you.
So, the idea of that's just the best way to do it. Why wouldn't you want 1 or 2 more wins?
Well, I think the idea would be maybe they could sneak into, assuming last night didn't happen, they could sneak back into 3rd, which those number one picks are odds are flattened out at, I think, at 14.5. Now they're down to the 13s. Yeah.
And you drop to 7th would be the worst.
Guys, this is a nuanced thing, and I'm just going to keep going back to the same analogy I keep holding on to because it's the easiest way for me to try to make sense. Because Jason, everything you said is 100% correct. Chris, same. I have no pushback other than going back to the analogy of the bowl of M&Ms. So there's a bowl of M&Ms, and if you are in the bottom 3, there is an 86% chance. There's 100 M&Ms in the bowl. 86 of them are poisonous and will kill you instantly. 14%, if you're in the bottom 3, you will survive and win $100 million. And people say, well, even if we were in the bottom 3, we're still not going to live. Well, odds are that's true. You're still going to take a poisonous M&M, but I'm not saying no to the extra M&M and a half. And I think that's where my headspace is. I understand that even if the Kings had the worst record in the NBA, they only have, I'm rounding up, they only have a 15% chance of getting the number 1 pick. They only have a 50% chance it's a coin flip to get a top 4 pick. I understand that. But in a fight for my life, I can't control what the lottery does. I can't control who they pick. I can't control what that pick turns out to be. The only thing I can control is how do I maximize my odds at getting as good a pick as possible? How do I maximize my odds at picking as high as possible? Because that's the other thing. If the Kings had the worst record in the NBA, the worst they could do is 4th. They have now fallen 4 spots as far as the floor goes. All you can control is your odds, and the rest is going to happen how it happens. I think that's where I and others are coming from. I fully acknowledge that we could do everything, air quotes, right and tank the hell out of the season, and we're probably going to end up screwed. But every percent counts to me.
Yeah, and I think obviously I know your analogy is extreme because we're talking about life or death, and not. But I get your point. But I think part of it is what you said you can't control is the variance in. There's an appeal to winning the lottery because you think I've got control of this. I get to choose the best player. You can, but and I'm not meaning the best player fell to 5th. It's more of. The best player, we didn't read it right. We didn't know. Be developed later, and we have plenty of examples of that being true. And I'm not saying, hey, win 4 more games because you really want to be 8th. Nobody knows that.
Right.
Nobody knows the spot. Nobody knows what these players are going to be. I just wish there were more examples of we said, this is how this team did it. It 100%. It works. Nothing's going to be 100%. Like 65% of the time when you do this.
Yeah.
This is what happens. This is great.
Yeah.
I just
or if it was like football. NFL makes it easier.
Yeah.
Because if you have the worst pick, you get the best pick.
Right.
Or worst record, you get the best pick. And number 1 picks in the NFL, especially if you need a quarterback.
Yeah. It's just not that clear. And that's why I think we have such a wide, I wouldn't even say a wide variety of opinions because either lose more or win more, but the nuance in between is like there's a lot there.
Chris?
I don't have much more to add.
Okay.
Dave?
I just hate talk. I just want it known. I hate talking about it. I hate it.
I do too, because we're not again, I think it would be so much easier, well, obviously, if they were 5th, maybe, let's say, overall in the standings, like a top 5 seed with maybe no chance to win it, but just but we're all rooting for wins.
Right.
Like everybody's on the same page at that point. We're here, we're not. Nobody is, and it's a frustrating time because it's been a frustrating year, and they got a long way to go to clean it up.
I keep going back to that guy's wacky idea of not owning your own pick and having a draft for other people's picks and just be sitting here right now like some lucky team who picked the way it would work this year. And the idea was at the beginning of the year, everybody drafts other teams' picks. So the Kings pick would have been, or would normally be like a top 3 pick because odds are Kings are going to have a high pick. The number 1 pick in the draft last year in this scenario would have probably been Brooklyn or Washington. I'm guessing because the Kings had a decent year last year. The funny thing is that there would be a very good team this year, almost certainly. A Boston, a Denver, a Lakers. Somebody would. One of those teams would own the Indiana pick.
Right.
Because Indiana was in the finals last year. Nobody saw that coming. And then the idea of anti-tanking, which is, there's no doubt, this would actually help tanking, is we don't have our pick. Where we finish doesn't make a difference.
I'm not helping Boston.
Not helping Boston, exactly. Meanwhile, we would have picked, high middle of the pack last year. So, I don't know. We own Phoenix's pick.
Which would have been a bad one in this case.
Right. And so we're rooting against Phoenix, but we don't want to lose because we don't want to help out. I mean, I really keep going back to that idea. I think there's something there.
So here's one other thought. Like, okay, we're going off of the experts, and most of them have said this is going to be, it's a great draft. Not a good draft. They're saying it's a great draft. Would we have a different feeling? Say this year is the exact same, and the Kings are doing what they're doing, fourth worst record. At one point, had the worst record. If it was universally thought that this is an awful draft, awful. So much like we don't know if it's going to truly be an awful draft, we don't know that this is truly going to be a great draft. How would you feel? Let's just say, like, oh, this is probably the worst draft in 20 years. How would you feel then? Same, or would you want the same? Like, no, still get the lottery.
So no, it's a good question, and also can't paint with a broad brush. Everybody, there's going to be people out there. Sure. It's always door number 3. They're like, dude, they say it's a bad draft, but no, me, Carmichael Dave, personally, what I would want the same thing, but I'd be saying because the higher your pick, hey, trade out.
So you're universal on your thought.
I'm universal because I think it's one of our only ways to create value this year. We're And whether it's a good draft or a bad draft, okay, if you don't think it's a good draft, fine. Then you get the number 1, 2, 3, 4 pick. Trade that pick. Load up on future draft capital. Look at what Atlanta did with New Orleans last year, and they're sitting there now with a very nice lottery pick standing.
You get much for it? We're like, this draft stinks.
You're hoping you find a GM that you're hoping you find a GM that needs something. I think though, one of the things about this year being so bad, and I'm not saying it's glossing over this, Jason, because there's certainly been enough conversation about it, or there's been conversation. I'm not about to say anything crazy. I think, though, that how this year has gone and how terribly it's been, I think that it has a little bit glossed over Maxime Reynaud. I think in another scenario, we would be sitting here saying, hold on a second. With the 42nd pick in the draft in the second round, which I wouldn't say rare for players to play in the NBA, but I'd say probably 25% around there play more than a year or two. We drafted a guy with our second round pick. Unless I'm forgetting something, Jason, is this our best second round pick of all time?
Yes, you're forgetting something. Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was forgetting something. Our second best second round pick of all time.
Could become the best,
maybe,
right? It's early in his career.
Sure. He's 7'1", 250. He went to Stanford, so I'm going to convince myself that he's got a high basketball IQ. And what you're seeing with him as he develops in just this season alone, like this month right now, and by the way, it's the 23rd. We're not on the 5th. It's the 20th. We're almost done with March. He has played a full slate, 3, 6, 9. He's played 11 games. He's averaging 19.2 points, 8.7 boards, 2 assists, a block, half a steal on 63, 42, 83 splits. That's in an average of 33 minutes a game. That is efficient. It's not a fluke. He's going up against good and bad teams. And by the way, last month, he was up to 14 points and 9 boards. His rise is not fluky. Like, I'm not trying to say he's the next Sabonis, Joker, Karl, whatever. But we got ourselves a steal.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, again, unless I'm forgetting something, when you say the steal of the draft, in my opinion, the steal of the draft is the biggest delta between where the person was picked and how they performed. And I don't think there's an argument. Again, unless I'm forgetting something obvious, he's the steal of the draft.
Yeah, yesterday during the pregame, we were talking about Max. We kind of made the point of the people that want the Kings to lose and the people like you still have to draft well. It's like right now, this year is a perfect case for both sides because if you look at the rookie ladder, the rankings on NBA.com, the top rookie right now is 4th pick, Con Knipple. The second one is number 1, Cooper Flagg. The next one is VJ Edgecombe. So you have 4, 1, and 3. Great draft choices.
Yeah.
So, hey, let's win. Let's have the best odds of getting a great player. Those are all great players. And then it's Max at 42. So it's like now you get back into the do your job, do your research, find your gems. And the Kings did that. And so, it's kind of a case for each side. It's like, well, I'd rather have the number 1 pick. Yeah, Cooper Flagg's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
So it works for either side on this argument, and good on the Kings, at least on this one, to get one that you feel really good about for the second-round pick. And had, in a roundabout way, all these injuries have really done damage to the team.
Yeah.
Max would probably be playing now.
Yes, now he would be.
Fast-tracked this because of the injuries. And then he's also played well. Like, we got to give him credit for – it's an opportunity, but now it's not just he played 30 minutes. That's why he was good. No, he's been good for weeks now, a couple months now.
And a GM once said on this show, he said, trying to build it's all about gathering pieces, gathering poker chips.
Yep.
Okay. And so this isn't a team that's going to win a championship next year, not even close. And I'm not talking about that. But when you're talking about filling out a roster, when you've got guys like Neat Clifford, Max Reynaud, maybe they get Precious Achua cheap. I don't know, but he's putting up double-doubles like nothing. Dylan Cardwell. Why am I forgetting my guy? Devin Carter, thank you. Even a guy like, Daquan Plowden's borderline, but let's take Plowden out of the equation. That's 4 or 5 guys that are NBA roster guys on an NBA roster that I like. I like the way Reynaud and Clifford and especially Cardwell and Devin Carter, I liked the way they play. Achua, they all have, well, especially with maybe the exception, take Clifford and Reynaud out of there. I think they're separate. Those guys have higher ceilings. The Carter, Achua, Cardwell mode, those are like scrappy team guys that I'm fine with being I think those 3 guys can be 7, 8, and 9 on a championship team, if that makes sense. Yeah. Gathering these types of players, and then as we've talked about, they're going to have a high lottery pick, I hope. They're going to have the number 1 pick in the second round. I think that's how you gather pieces.
Yeah, you do.
So there are places to be optimistic here, but you got to do a lot of other things, too. We'll take a break. When we come back, we got NBA news and notes. We'll do a Tankathon update as well. We also still have some post-game reaction to get to as we rattle on in a Monday program right here on Sactown Sports.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
If you struggle with alignment off the tee, Golf.com's Zephyr Melton has a fix. If you aren't aimed where you think you are, you're putting yourself in a poor position before you even swing the club. Sometimes your brain will play tricks on you and make you feel like you're aimed one way, when in reality you are aligned in a totally different spot. There are only 2 areas where you get to place your ball before you hit a shot: the green and the tee box. On the green, you always line up your ball when you place it down, so why not do the same thing on the tee box? Try pointing the logo or your Sharpie line down the target line. If you want to get your ball lined up even more precisely, try choosing an intermediate target in between your ball and the distant target, maybe a discoloration in the grass or divot, and then use that as an intermediate target. With that spot picked out, line your ball up pointing right at it. So long as you orient the ball correctly when you place it, you can swing away knowing you're aimed at your target. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Guys, your testosterone level impacts your energy, drive, weight, hair loss, and even ED. Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your T level for free. For your free T level check, exam, and consultation, call 916-277-8599 or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Sacramento. Now you've got a place for all things dance.
The all-new Energy 100.5 HD2.
Where dance music lives. Dance vibes anytime and any place when you get the free Now 100.5 app.
Or listen at 100.5 HD2.
When you take the time to shop at Folsom Lake Honda, there's one thing you'll always find. Happy people ready to serve you. As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Looking to own or lease? During the spring sales event, drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda, yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
Country in the Park is back. May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert, John Party, Chris Young, Turnpike Troubadours, Dylan Scott, and more. Line dancing live DJs, Mechanical Bulls, huge festival area, and food trucks. Tickets start at only $68. Country in the Park, May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo with the California Highway Patrol, Fox Family Heating and Air, and Tacovas. More info at CITPFest.com.
Progressive knows that for business owners, vacations hit different. But hey, at least you finally took a vacation. And look at that. You only answered 53 calls, 84 emails, onboarded 1 new hire, and covered for Chris while he's out on paternity leave, and you did it all from a kayak. Because you, my friend, know how to relax. All right, you may not know how to take a day off, but you do know both your personal and business auto insurance needs can be covered in one place with Progressive. So at least that's relaxing, right? Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states or situations.
Jackson Hewitt has a great tax prep deal, $149 or less. Missing out is like ignoring the check engine light in your car. You'll regret it. Seriously, the price is only $149 or less, no matter how complicated. So don't wait. Like when you get a password expires today alert, or you're shopping online and there's only one item left. It's like your taxes are in the cart. Just complete the purchase. Hurry! This deal for $149 or less is like your phone at 1%. It's about to power down. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
I take a moment, Jason. Something happened over the weekend I wanted to acknowledge, and somebody put together some stats. Captain Kirk, William Shatner, turned 95.
Uh-huh.
He was born.
I paid my taxes.
Oh, yeah, dude. He was born closer to the Civil War than he was to now. 1931.
1931.
His dad manufactured clothes. His first acting role came in 1951, the same year color TV was introduced to the American public. Star Trek premiered in 1966. A lot of people don't realize this.
Dork.
It only lasted 3 seasons. And they got canceled. The first rerun of Star Trek aired before Neil Armstrong walked on the moon. He's still getting licensing revenue 57 years later. He's been famous for 60 years. He survived his third wife's death. Hollywood wrote him off. And then he weaponized it.
Whoa. What happened with his wife?
I don't know. I'm just reading here. Why?
He survived his...
Meaning like he's a widower. His third wife passed away. Like we're just going through his... Not implying, I'm just reading. He survived it.
Yeah, but that's kind of...
Does that sound like they were in a plane crash?
Yeah.
Or was he up to something?
How did... God, I feel oogie doing this.
We got to know.
Just do a William Shatner on that. How did William Shatner's third wife
all the wives
pass away? I mean, she passed away in 1990. Oh, God.
In the 1900s?
1999, she passed away in a swimming pool behind their home. The cause of death was ruled an accident, with her drowning being associated with neck trauma. An autopsy revealed she was intoxicated and had a blood alcohol level of 0.28%, more than 3 times the legal limit. Contributing factors included, and she passed away.
Did we just solve something?
Can you just relax? Because someone's going to hear that, and someone's going to be like, "Oh, the show." And I'm like Jason on this one. I'm not. Although I think you're kind of participating a little bit.
I am actually.
I'll move on.
I want to solve this.
I think we solved it.
Okay. Chris will start a podcast.
Priceline commercials, The Roast, spoken word albums where he recites Elton John lyrics as dramatic monologue. At 73, back-to-back Emmys for Boston Legal. At 90, great show. At 90, James Spader. Mm-hmm. Awesome. At 90, the oldest person to fly to space. At 94, Super Bowl ad. At 95, 4.3 million people watched him smoke a cigar. His career has now outlasted the Soviet Union, the Space Shuttle program, Blockbuster Video, MySpace, AI, generations, that is.
I mean, your career has spanned MySpace.
Your career, your face has spanned MySpace. Got him. 75 years of showing up. 75 years of just doing the job.
Nothing on Rescue 911?
Never saw it.
What?
I never saw it.
Oh, that was must-see TV.
Was it? And then you got this.
Last night, pre-flight. 0 hour. 9 a.m. And I'm going to be high.
So good.
As a kite by then. Miss the earth so much.
You seen this,
I
Jason?
miss my wife.
No.
It's lonely out in space on such a tight flight.
Hit the chorus, Bill. Here we go.
I think it's going to be a long, long time. The touchdown brings me back again to find I'm not the man they think I am back home.
What are you?
No. I'm a rocket man. Rocket man. Burning out his fuse out here alone.
Want to ash that smoke, dude.
I think it's going to be a long, long time till touchdown bring me round again.
Thank you, Chris. I could have watched the whole thing.
Also, WWE Hall of Famer.
Is he?
Yeah.
He wrestled?
No.
Was he like a manager or something?
He was like a guest or whatever.
Hey, he did enough to make the Hall of Fame?
He's William Shatner.
I'm not. Hey, good old Shat. 95 years old.
Good for him.
I just want to. I would watch an entire 30 for 30 on the Rocket Man thing alone. How did that come up? Whose idea was it? How did he feel when he was out there? How did he feel in rehearsal? When it was over, did he think it was this or that? How much cocaine was in the building? It was 1978.
Yeah.
You got to think people were just horking down Benson and Hedges cigarettes and drinking Cuddy Sark scotch.
He was already 47.
There is a documentary that he participated in.
On that?
You Can Call Me Bill. You would assume that they would bring that up, right?
I would think. Baby, you can call me. When you call me, you can call me Bill. So anyways, Max Reno, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Lakers have won 9 straight. Luka's 16th technical foul.
Oh, he was in the direct-to-video movie Lil Pimp.
Lil Pimp.
Oh, okay, my favorite William Shatner movie.
Uh-huh.
I forgot he was in American Psycho 2.
He what? By the way,
with Mila Kunis.
Can I just say I forgot there was actually an American Psycho 2? That's the one with Patrick Bateman and all that, right?
That's the first one.
Yeah. Did you see the thing over the weekend, speaking of Luka Doncic, with who the hell was it? It was somebody.
McDonald's,
no.
Popeyes, Carl's Jr.
Was it Gogo Batata?
Yeah.
Gogo Batata.
I believe so.
I think you're probably right, and if not, we apologize. Obviously, somebody else who speaks Slovenian, but according to Luka, he basically said he was going to have relations with all of Luka's family, and that's what set Luka off. Okay.
Thought it was going to be because he said he's going to take a sandwich.
Just holding the Big Mac behind his back.
What? That's mine. That's for later.
I mean, honestly, would that not be a great troll? Like every time the Lakers come here, just have everybody behind the basket, just like have like whoever their sponsor is, but let's say it is McDonald's, just to have Big Mac signs moving it left and right while he's trying to shoot.
Turkey sausage.
Oh my God, that would be such a good troll. Apparently, William Shatner also did Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. I will be looking for that later. 9 in a row, huh? I don't believe in, it's like Santa Claus. I don't believe in the Lakers. Who the hell have they beat? The Magic, Heat, whatever.
Kings have done that.
Won twice in a row in Houston. Kings have definitely done that. Nuggets, Bulls, Timberwolves, Knicks, Pacers. And they've actually not only won 9 in a row, they're 12-1 in their last 13.
Wow. Dave loves L.A.
I don't.
Dave loves L.A. Dave loves it.
I ain't buying it, Jason. I ain't buying it at all. I ain't buying the Lakers.
Well, is it affecting our Tankathon?
Is it affecting our Tankathon as Jason Ross, call him Chris Paul, call him John Stockton, deftly throws the pass into the key to me? And I appreciate that. I want you to know I recognize that. The Sacramento Kings currently 4th.
Okay. Winning too much?
If they picked here, the mock draft has them taking Caleb Wilson out of North Carolina.
I would like that a lot.
I wouldn't hate it. Chris, who will we be picking for today?
I will be picking for the Pacers.
Mm-hmm. Jason Ross.
I'm going to pick for the Kings today.
Are you?
Yep.
I will take the Washington Wizards. Are you ready?
Good luck to you guys.
Okay, good luck to... No, really, good luck to you. All right, spinning, and stop. Well, Jason, I would say well done by both of us. Christopher Laud, he lost this round, but I think he believes he won, and I don't blame him. The Indiana Pacers fall 3 spots to number 4 and get Caleb Wilson. The Washington Wizards get number 1 in the draft, going up a spot. They get A.J. DeMonta. By the way, the Bulls move up 7 to number 2. They get Darren Peterson. And at number 3, moving up 1 spot. He's not Marvin Bagley II, we hope. It's Cam Boozer, power forward.
There we go.
Duke University. 6'9", 250. What gets me about that is that I just quoted earlier that Maxime Reynaud is 7'1", 250.
Yeah.
Maxime Reynaud is 4 inches bigger than Cam Boozer, but they weigh the same.
Go figure.
Also makes you think, God, when they get Maxime Reynaud on a workout schedule, like, NBA muscle.
Watch out.
Look out. A lot of people, if the Kings fall and end up with that, I can tell you right now, the player du jour, if the Kings fall out of the top 5, let's say, is going to be Darius Acuff.
Yeah.
It's 100% going to be Darius Acuff. And he scares the living heck out of me. But then again, is there a pick that doesn't? You know what? Honestly, nope. I know we got a break here, dude. A.J. DeMonta, nobody good ever came out of BYU. Darren Peterson, that's Thomas Robinson, or all the Kansas guys that suck. Cameron Boozer, he's Marvin Bagley Jr. Caleb Wilson, even though he's Well, Caleb Wilson's a small forward. Let me see. Any other small forwards come out of North Carolina? Oh, Harrison Barnes. So we're drafting another Harrison Barnes. Kingston Fleming's out of Houston. Who else came out of Houston? Jamal Shedd.
Akeem Olajuwon.
That was a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Keaton Wagler, Illinois. Great Illinois Illini players. Ever in the history of Illinois. Exactly. Darius Acuff out of Arkansas.
Kendall Gill.
That's the one. Everybody always brings out Kendall Gill. Darius Acuff out of Arkansas.
Darren Williams.
Did Darren Williams go there? That's a pretty good poll. Darren Williams at his peak was a stud.
Yeah.
He's one of those forgotten players that shouldn't be. We'll take a break. When we return, final part of this hour, what's hot, what's not. We'll recap our 3 in the key for the Kings and Nets. Still to come, ladies and gentlemen, March Madness. We've barely touched on that. We got what's on deck, crosstalk, and more. We got an hour 15 left. You don't want to miss it. Sactown Sports.
Live and local.
With everything 49ers.
Intercepted by Fred Warner. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown! San Francisco! Bob Paul George went up and caught the ball. Touchdown!
The 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
If you don't care about saving 50% off your wireless bill for the same 5G coverage the big guys are charging a fortune for, maybe you care about keeping jobs in America. Pure Talk does. They've pledged to run their entire operation from this country, including all their customer service. Or maybe you care about our nation's veterans. Pure Talk does. They've donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to America's Warrior Partnership, a fantastic organization working hard to prevent veteran suicide. Or maybe you care about closing America's skills gap. Pure Talk does. They're a proud supporter of MicroWorks. They're helping my foundation train the next generation of skilled workers. Don't get me wrong. Saving money's great, and you'll save plenty with Pure Talk. But if you want to be in business with people who share your values, dial pound 250. Say micro, and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Contractors, remodelers, you now have a great supplier to assist you with your next project. Anova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento. They are Northern California's best kitchen and bathroom remodeling supply store. Anova has the latest cabinet styles, a great selection of countertops, flooring, bathroom fixtures, and more. Visit their website, InnovaCabinetStone.com. Take advantage of their grand opening special, a $750 in-store credit. Stop by today, Innova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento.
Tune in every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the Toyota Tahoe Report with Johnny Mosley and me, Elena, bringing you the latest weather conditions up at Tahoe. Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers, Toyota. Let's go places.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good.
Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Who is hot?
Christopher Laud.
Okay.
In the famous Jason Ross, what is it called, Jason?
Martian Madness.
The J. Ross poll. In the J. Ross poll, Christopher Laud got 29 of the first 32 games correct.
Oh, would you? Oh,
good enough for first place, along with friend of the show, Bobby Gerald.
I didn't see him in first place.
You didn't?
No. Really?
I did.
Wait, is it under? It's not under your name.
No.
Oh, that's why. Well, it doesn't really count.
Brian's hat.
Who's Brian and who's the hat?
It's from I Think You Should Leave.
Sounds to me like Brian's hat is hot. We have no way of knowing if that's Chris.
I do.
You do? Allegedly. Let's see. Let's take a look.
Congrats, Chris.
Wait, hold on.
Don't look too hard.
I'm looking for.
Nope. Stop. I said stop.
Ooh.
Why is he stopping?
Who's not?
Brian's hat is hot. Since is not hot. Yes, going first place in the first round doesn't mean you'll go far afterwards. Losing 2 of my final 4 and my championship winner, Florida, yesterday.
But let me ask you this.
He's a company man.
Because you're, obviously we don't play for money, but you're
But if I would.
If you were playing
would be
for
a
money.
net positive.
Yeah, you're a pretty how many brackets did you submit?
Just one.
Okay, so you went 5x on your imaginary money. Oh, 2.5x.
2.5x.
I gotcha. Successful bracket year?
Yes.
If I gave you a choice right now of giving back the money,
it would be scary if you had any amount of power.
I know. I know.
You know what? I'm going to make a decision for you. You can either have A.
Dude, let me tell you, if I had like Elon Musk money, that's all I would do. Hell, not Elon games. Not even Elon Musk money. If I had
Bring them to me.
If I had Vivek money, that's all I would do. Is I go around and be like, hey, today might be your lucky day. Here you go. Would you rather, Chris? Would you rather give back all the money, but switch your champion and Final Four losses? So you'd be in first place or right there right now with the rest of the tournament to go, or keep the money and walk away a happy man?
I'd switch it.
Interesting. He'd roll the dice.
Don't think that's how you roll dice.
He would roll the dice.
We're switching.
We're switching. Okay. I'd take the money.
But what if it was like the money was like $2,000?
I'm not switching. I ain't leaving. 3 in the key. Kings, Nets, now. Kings, Nets, now. Last night, the Kings played Terrence Mann, who went to Florida State. Then they won the game, and all of the Kings fans want to do is hate. I actually originally was going to switch that. In my head, it was Terrence Mann. And then it was going to be my favorite Mexican food dessert is flan. I know it's flan.
But it's not.
A lot of people hate flan. I don't hate it. I think it gets a bad rap. I don't think it's as bad as people say.
I don't think I ever order it. I think if it comes with something like, and you also get the dessert, and they bring it out there.
Well, let's see. Maybe you have eaten it before.
Oh, no, I've eaten it before.
Oh, you have. Because didn't that used to be what came, a bastardized version of it. Isn't that what they used to come in the banquet Mexican combo TV dinners? Wasn't that the white stuff in the square?
I think I figured out why you have all those stomach problems.
I don't have stomach problems. That's like the one. Well, now I'm gonna.
When I go to England, I have to be very careful about the food because I don't want it ruining my stomach.
That's not a me thing, dude. That's an everybody thing. I'll quote the great Chris Pratt. You ever feel like you're wiping a Sharpie? Just over and over and over and over and over. That's England.
Pretty sure you're the first one to ever say the great Chris Pratt.
Aw.
Oh, think so?
Chris Pratt.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, Chris Pratt.
Let me tell you something to ruin him for you, Jason.
No, don't.
Do.
There's something to ruin everybody. Don't.
It won't ruin it.
The worst thing about Chris Pratt to me, honestly, if he'd have just held his character and not let his temper get the best of them, they would have killed Thanos. But no, he got all mad because his girlfriend died. No.
That's not why you don't like him?
Is that the thing you were going to tell us?
To go along with that.
I got to be honest, it doesn't bother me. Back to you. You haven't told me anything wrong. Whatever.
I like him more.
Chris Pratt coming to my birthday party. How'd we do? 3 in the key.
Let's see. We asked who would be the first and last King to score in yesterday's game. Davey
rolling the dice.
Reynaud.
And
DeRozan. I flipped that and said DeRozan and Reynaud, and Chris went Reynaud and Reynaud, but it better be Reynaud somewhere.
Better be Reynaud.
We actually have a correct answer.
What?
Christopher Laud, Reynaud. First and last.
Reno.
When you Reno.
You Reno.
You Reno.
Hey, isn't that a car? Isn't there a car named Reno? Oh, are you still going with Reno?
Yeah, I was thinking of a song.
Is there a hello? Hello? Oh, there is, but it's by somebody named Poe, which you guys don't know, but it's 100%.
Are you sure?
Are you sure we don't know Poe?
Who would... Wait, isn't Reno a car?
Renault.
Yeah, is it pronounced that or is it pronounced?
It's pronounced
Renault. No, I just want to make sure I got this right. I swear to God, she sings this song and goes, hello. Noted 90s artist Poe.
Yeah.
Who had
Stupid American.
Trigger Happy Jack.
Uh-huh.
Angry Johnny. Angry Johnny, this is Jezebel.
So Angry Johnny, Trigger Happy Jack?
Trigger Happy Jack's gonna blow before you get up. My Trigger Happy Jack, do a drive-by. No. Back to you. Shout out, Poe.
Shut up. Then we asked for Maxime Reno's point total because he's been hot.
Reno 911. Good job, text. Who wins?
Oh, yeah. Wasn't there Janet Reno?
Hey.
Attorney General Janet Reno. Isn't, if you have a kidney issue, is that called Reno failure? No.
We actually had a Reno on the Kings before. Reno Udrich.
Wasn't that from the Gary Shandling show? Didn't that one guy go, Reno?
Wow.
That was
Stretch Armstrong
that was so
over
bad.
there.
That was so bad. And it was
so
it was so bad because it's compounded by the fact that I mispronounced it the first time. Right now. That got you. That was so bad, Jason.
Terrible.
If this was PE, I'd be running laps right now.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, go ahead.
Take a lap.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Next up. Is that how you run?
Oh.
Never mind. We asked for rain. I can't watch that. You run like you throw the dice.
Rolling the dice.
Reno, 28 points is what you said, Dave.
Yes.
I said 23. Chris said 25. He had 22.
Oh.
Reno. And then let's see how we did on our random stat.
Let's
Dave,
see.
You said there would be a beam.
I
In the
did.
Daylight, is there one?
Oh, is there? Oh.
Yeah. Dave got that right.
A light beam.
I said the Kings will come back from double digits to win. They did come back to win. They were
Not from double digits.
Nope. And then Chris said the Kings would win by 12 or more. Nope.
Only one guy on the podium today. Hey. Nobody's here. It's just me.
Reno.
Right now.
Oh, my goodness.
Take a break. In this segment, we covered old mid-'80s cars.
Uh-huh.
Hank from Gary Shandling. 90s alternative star Poe. We covered a lot of stuff.
Attorney Generals.
Is she still with us?
No.
Oh, quick question, guys, and don't make this political or I will straight up block you because this is so not political. It's just a stinking question. Does Robert Mueller count in the Chuck Norris threesome? You know what I mean. What are you laughing at? The three. They come in threes. Is Bob Mueller count? Is he thick enough to be?
Wow.
Oh, we just wow. I
don't like your phrasing.
Not at all.
When people pass, they say they pass in threes.
Just how you've said stuff.
I'm just saying, does Bob Mueller count? Is he thick enough to be in the Chuck Norris threesome? That's what I'm asking. It's a legitimate question. If you guys don't have little baby minds.
I have a baby mind.
Right now. We'll come back. March Madness next. But first,
I'm gonna run.
Actually, that's the music that was in my head while I was running. It's no secret the world feels unpredictable lately. One thing that will never change, Hoblet's mission to keep prices lower. Oh, yeah. Right now. Hey, now. And only at Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. You can get 4.99% financing for up to 84 months. That's 7 years. I do the math. On all new vehicles in stock. And by the way, every factory rebate you qualify for when you finance with Hoblet's preferred lender, guess what? You keep it. You keep it. Other dealers are like, you can only have one rebate, and it's going to be the smallest, dumbest one. Nope, not Hoblet. They say you can have them all. Nice try, other dealers. Great catch, other dealers. 4.99% APR available on select new vehicles in stock. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Check them out at HobletDodge.com. And now, unbeatable interest rates. Nobody beats Hoblet. Period. We'll take a break. Final hour of the program. We'll get into March Madness next.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When your check engine light comes on, do you see a repair bill or do you see peace of mind? For 20 years, CarShield's been the name America trusts to help keep you on the road. While other companies stop covering you when your car gets older, CarShield offers protection plans up to 200,000 miles. With over $1 billion in claims paid, we don't just promise protection, we deliver it. Don't let a breakdown break your budget. Get the flexible month-to-month coverage you deserve. Go to CarShield.com. That's CarShield.com today.
Need life insurance but have diabetes, high blood pressure, or on anxiety meds? If you're a 50-year-old male, even porky, or with type 2 diabetes, $1 million of life insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. For affordable term life insurance, call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou at 800-777-1225. 800-777-1225 or visit biglou.com. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. 800-777-1225.
When you take the time to shop at Folsom Lake Honda, there's one thing you'll always find. Happy people ready to serve you. As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Looking to own or lease? During the spring sales event, drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda. Yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Didn't like that break.
Yeah.
We have a Papa Shot in here now that promotions brought up. Allegedly, before Kyle Ledbetter, I always have to pause. Kyle Ledbetter had the previous record, but none of us saw it. Therefore, we reset the record.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to see Kyle play this ever again in front of me. It got me irrationally angry.
He made the first 24.
Yeah, he missed. I was counting the misses.
I think he missed 5.
He missed 7. I count,
okay.
but
he made the first 24.
It's important to remember that of the 7 he missed, 6 of them were missing 2 shots in a row. Like you just get a little bit off and then you recalibrate. Yeah, I don't want to see that again. So Kyle is not allowed to participate. Like whatever the record is, it doesn't count. It's Kyle. He's just like a weird cyborger. It's like he's on PEDs.
Yeah, test him.
I don't know why. Like I should have been like, That's amazing. But I just kept getting angrier. I don't know why.
I think he only beat yours by about 100.
Well, you know what? That kind of
give or take.
It made honestly. You know who I felt like, Jason? I felt like Kareem watching LeBron break his record and being all, "Oh man, this is great. Records are meant to be broken. Here's us holding the trophy." You know what? Nobody in the history of the world has ever felt good about somebody breaking their record.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me if I'm not going to acknowledge the news about the owner of OnlyFans.
Oh, I don't know the news.
I don't either. And, well, I do now because I looked it up. This is where texters go awry, okay? I looked it up like, oh, what's the news? Is he buying the Kings? Is he buying the A's? Did he do this? Did he go, what's the news? Let me look it up. Oh, he's 43 and he died after a secret battle with cancer. So, thanks for directing me there. I mean, obviously, say what you want about whatever. It's way too young. Way to go. What did you want me to do, dude? Other than what I'm doing, did you want me to stop the show down?
I'm guessing the texter was like, "Is that the third one?"
Okay, well, that's a valid conversation then. All right, Chris, you saved him. I feel a little uncomfortable because the guy was 43. I don't want to make it sound like the answer is no. Okay. But I don't want to sound disrespectful either. Like, oh, you're not big enough to join the top 3, but I'll say this, it's what we got. Anyways, that sucks. Thanks, Texter. Appreciate that. Thanks for, that's good. March Madness, Sweet 16.
We're already there. That first weekend, so much drama, so many games, and then it's like, only 16 are left.
I know I'm wrong, but, I wish that, there were no games today, and then you had, the Elite 8 or Sweet 16 Tuesday and Wednesday, and then no games Thursday, and then, Saturday, or no games Thursday, Friday, then, Saturday, Sunday is your Final Four, and then your championships next Tuesday. I hate this. I hate this week off, and then you get it. It's because you go from, it really is, the closest we have to sports whiplash. Because you're like, oh my God, it's March Madness, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Oh, there's game here, there's 4. Yesterday, I had to wait until the afternoon for a stinking game, and then they had them staggered by an hour. I'm like, this is so slow. I need 4 games at once. It goes from March Madness to March mildly annoyed. Yeah. And I need all of it. So now it's completely slowed down. I get it. It makes sense. They need rest, number 1. Number 2, why would you want to have all these at once? Let me ask you this. Would you rather have it the way it is now, the way I proposed, or what if they were like, you know what? We're doing this all wrong. Which, by the way, you can totally make an argument for this. Why do we have 4 games going on at a time? We're killing ourselves. We're going to give every game its own time slot. There's a max of 1 game going on at once. We want to maximize all 32 first-round games. So you're going to have every game. We're going to do the opening of the tournament. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just to get to the first round. You're going to have 8 games a day, all in their own slot. So that would be 16 to 20 hours straight of basketball, starting at 9 a.m. on the East Coast, and then going to the last tip-off is 9 p.m. on the West Coast. And each game goes at once. I think they probably have it set up correctly.
Yeah, I like it the way it is.
I kind of like it. But I don't want them to. I hate this part. Now what? We don't have any games to when? Friday?
Thursday and Friday will get us from 16 to 8. Saturday and Sunday get us from 8 to 4. Then we got to wait another week to the following Saturday for the Final 4 games and then the championship on a Monday.
That's garbage.
It is garbage.
It's just garbage.
But It got there was a lot of good basketball though. There were some good games, some lengthy games. I always forget about the final 2 minutes of college basketball. How many stoppages there are, but we had them.
Are you? I know we really didn't get into it today. Are you kind of stoked that San Francisco hosts opening day?
Yeah,
in baseball this year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, is that who they're playing? Yankees?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
On its own. It's the only one on Wednesday.
What is weird? So you have.
What's strange? I'm actually going to watch the game.
Just cause?
Huh?
Just cause?
Barry Bonds part of the broadcast.
Oh.
That's what's going to make you watch it?
Yeah.
It's also opening.
Hopefully he talks about his dogs.
Opening day on Netflix.
That's where it's on?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
I mean.
No, it's fine. I'm
Kings play on Wednesday?
No.
Okay, so we've got Wednesday.
Yankee baseball. No, and the Giants are there.
Yeah. No, Giants baseball. Oh, and the Yankees are there. You guys are visiting.
Okay. Logan Webb. Logie.
You think today or tomorrow any of the players are going to go out to dinner together? Maybe talk about, they all used to be in New York. Exchange stories.
With the gorilla?
You worried about the gorilla? And then everybody else plays Thursday. I think everybody else.
Except for the Giants and the Yankees.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's the day off that they're going to get together and have lunch.
So they play a game, then they're off, and then they play Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
What's a 4-game set?
Well, is it? I mean, are they just playing Friday, Saturday? That's weird. Let's see, Jason. Saturday. Yeah, they play. And then they're both off Sunday. It's just stupid. What the hell is that? You play Wednesday, you don't play Thursday. You play Friday and Saturday, you don't play Sunday. So you're getting 2 off
That'll
days.
be the only one all year that they won't play on a Sunday.
You know what's hilarious is watch, every team is mandated X amount of off days per season, and they're getting 2 and 5 at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And that is why the Giants will not win the title. Also, I would like to publicly apologize. My legacy.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
My legacy fantasy baseball team draft happened yesterday at 2 p.m. Commissioner sent out a reminder at noon.
You didn't pick up on that?
I remembered at 7.
How'd you do?
Here's where you know that I am so far out of baseball, it's ridiculous.
You drafted Mike Piazza.
My catcher is Hunter Goodman.
Okay.
Pete Alonso's my first baseman.
Okay.
So
far you're okay.
My second baseman, Luke Keyshaw of the Twins.
Okay.
Have you heard of him before?
I have.
Okay, I have not. Austin Riley at third.
Good one.
Zach Neto. Neto.
Angels, that's good.
Angels. Julio Rodriguez and Juan Soto in my outfield. James Wood.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Bellinger.
Great in casino.
Riley Green. Rafael Devers and Kyle Schwarber. And Sally Perez.
You got a good squad.
I don't know. I mean, I know some of these players on my bench. I don't know all of them. It's important to understand, though, Jason Ross. This is when we first started this league, back when we were all just out of high school, it was a 14-team league. It quickly went down to a 12-team league, of which it was a 12-team league for quite a long time.
MLB was when you guys started?
Yes. That's how old we were. This year, it is a 6-team league.
Oh.
Which is probably why you noted how good my team was, but literally it's down to 6. We've gone from 14 teams to 6. Some have gotten older and just have other things. I probably should have bowed out a while ago. I did not. I will run my team, but nobody wants
into the ground.
They don't care. I was in the finals last year. Thank you. Also, not drafting that team either. This is the second year in a row I've done this.
Who got Jackson Holiday? That's what I have my eye on.
I will find out.
Are we doing streaking again?
I think we should.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I want to do streaking again just so I just so I can hear or read our texter going absolutely insane when Chris picks him all the time. By the way, somebody offering up that Chuck Norris, it's not a big three. He is all three. It's actually a decent point. Really? Oh, yeah. Okay. Back to March Madness, Jason. Are you still in it?
I have my champ and my Final Four.
Do you control your own destiny?
No.
Yeah.
I'm one of the many in our pool.
Mm-hmm.
The most popular team selected was Arizona.
Yeah.
I have selected Arizona. So I have them winning it all, but
But if you go through everybody ahead of you.
Which I have not done.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
going to do that, but I bet.
You haven't?
No. I mean, I have a couple of different Final Four, nothing like crazy.
Uh-huh.
But if those happen, maybe I can get a little taste. Who knows? How about you?
I do control my own destiny in both my brackets, but
meaning you can win?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Barely in one, but yes. Wow. But like in the one bracket, my Arizona bracket, this is why it's tough to pick those teams. In my Arizona bracket, I literally have to get everything right. I have to get everything right. Like every single game has to go for me. Yeah, every single game has to go with me. In my other bracket, see, in that one I'm 73rd. In my other bracket, I'm 153rd. Mm-hmm. I have a far better chance of winning that bracket.
Yeah, it's only probably separated by like 2 points.
And I lost one of my Final Fours in that bracket, but still, Duke, Florida, Purdue, and Michigan. Duke, Michigan.
Okay.
If that all breaks right, yeah, it ain't happening though. My son had a great day yesterday though. I know everybody's rooting for him. How are your brackets out? Hey, how are your brackets out there? What did I do? 1140. Looks like, by the way, Chris Watkins and Jay Johnson are doing quite well. Nope.
Watkins is not doing well.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's not. Oh, I see.
I think if you do the max score, I think Jay Johnson is the one that can get the highest score.
Jay Johnson and old sales manager Mark Baronic are both sitting at 180 right now. You're absolutely right. Pierre Nugent looks good, which is good for Chris.
Is he at Florida?
Does Pierre?
One of them he did.
He's currently in third place with Arizona.
Okay.
And then, I think another one he does as well. There were, 2 buzzer beaters yesterday? There was St. John's
and Iowa. Pretty close. And did you see the end of, let me see, Vandy? Who did Vandy lose to on Saturday? Nebraska.
Yeah.
The 3-quarter. I mean, could you imagine if that shot
in and out
to win the tournament game? My goodness.
Honestly, I don't know how that didn't go.
I don't know either. So we've had that. I know Kentucky on Thursday or Friday was cooked and then hit the bank shot in regulation to force overtime. They won in overtime. But, yeah, there's been some good finishes.
There have been some phenomenal finishes. I don't know that there have been – well, I've got some news on that. Let me see here. I want to play this for you. You mentioned that game, Nebraska-Vandy. Here's how Kent Pavelka, we played him last week for Nebraska. Here's how his call went.
It's 2-point. Long shot, no
Here's
good.
the shot. Let me go back.
Cross the timeline. Price. To Traeger. Layup. Yes! Yes! It's good. 2.2. It's 2-point. Long shot, no good. With 2.2 to go.
So they take a timeout. Here we go.
Gets it in. 2 seconds. Half-court shot on the way. Oh, my God. It's no good. Oh, my Lord. In and out at the buzzer. Nebraska to the Sweet 16. It is a miracle finish for Nebraska. And it was destined to happen. It was.
Yikes.
Okay. First thing.
Why yikes?
I would not be able to listen to that broadcast.
Too excitable?
Yeah.
But would you be able to put yourself in the position like Man City's first title, the tattoo you have on your wrist, and you were listening only on the radio, and you had some guy who's like, oh, blimey, this is the greatest thing, blah, blah. Like, you wouldn't be into it if it was your team?
If it was that guy calling that City game, no.
I think first off, can somebody help our guy out with a windscreen?
Yes.
It's not help our guy out. He's been doing these games for 41 years.
Yeah.
He's excited. He should be. Get the guy a windscreen. Help him out a little bit. Can somebody also monitor the levels on that maybe as well? Help the guy out. That being said, Jason, Sweet 16 matchup, Nebraska, Iowa. Let me tell you something, kids. As somebody who's lived in Nebraska, that's right. Omaha, La Vista, shout out Papillion, North O.
Shout out.
Shout out. As somebody who has lived in Nebraska, somebody who has been in jail in Sarpy County, Nebraska, somebody who has been to Council Bluffs, Iowa, right across the Mississippi, somebody who has tried to water ski and failed miserably at Lake Manawa, Iowa, okay? I think I'm an authority when I say this. This is going to be a war. You're talking about people that just, for the Midwest.
Right.
I mean, the Midwest, everyone's sweet, but they don't like each other. As I've said before, it took me maybe 3 days being in Nebraska before somebody told me, you know what Iowa stands for? They don't have an accent. Do you know what Iowa stands for? I say no. They say idiots out wandering about.
Got him.
Got him. That's like a Midwestern, like your mother joke. Like, that is brutal for them. Nebraska, their state motto was, when you get into Nebraska, you see the state sign that says, Nebraska, the good life. The good life. Iowa, it says you cross the state line. Iowa, you make me smile. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're going to have your Iowegians. I don't think that's what you call them.
Sure, we'll go with it.
And your Nebraskans.
Okay.
Just going at it.
My corn's better.
My corn's better. The nicest people
are they
I've ever been around as a whole. Of course, there's bad, lame. Well, I will say this, though. Also living out there, the absolute, like, people are like, oh, there's gangs, there's guns, there's violence. There's a different type of bad person I've run into in the Midwest. I'm talking like overalls, old rickety house, and I don't want to know what goes on in there, and I don't want to find out type of people, right? They're everywhere. Doesn't matter where you go, different types. But for the most part, the sweetest people you could possibly imagine. But not playing each other.
Non-sweet
people.
Oh, and they're facing up in the Sweet 16, huh?
Yes.
But they're so sweet.
That's right. The Sweet 16. Illinois versus Houston, a 3-2. Arkansas, Arizona. That's chalk. I got a bad feeling about Arizona. I got a bad feeling about Arizona, that one, by the way.
Why?
Because John Calipari is crafty.
Okay.
Crafty.
An A-cuff.
Doug Christie gave him a few pointers after the game
Did he?
last night.
A-cuff catches fire.
Okay.
I think it's safe to say Texas is the Cinderella.
Them or Iowa.
Well, I mean, Texas 11 seed. They had to play in to get there.
That's true.
Then Thursday, you got Duke and St. John's. That's an old school East Coast rivalry, sort of.
I heard a stat that Duke has never won a national championship without beating St. John's in the tournament.
Is that really?
I need to go back and check that out.
That's funny.
Michigan and Alabama.
That could be really good.
Not really. Alabama looks great. Also, I don't know in recent memory if I've ever seen a difference between two games in a team as we saw in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, after a game, I understand it's the opponent, but after game one, I was like, oh, God, did everybody sleep on the defending champion Florida Gators? They looked like they were playing like Prairie View A&M.
Well, and doing this long enough, and we have a lot of entries this year, and I saw, wow, what is it? Like, number one seeds are generally picked the most. And they were in our bracket.
Yeah.
But Florida, by a long shot, was the fewest.
Interesting.
And
what did people know?
Yeah, they got it right. Those that picked them.
Here's an old school matchup. Michigan State, UConn.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. And then Tennessee, Iowa State. Tennessee looks that defense looks fantastic. Nate Ament, lottery pick in there as well playing. If you want the breakdown, the Big Ten has 6 of the Sweet 16, followed by the SEC with 4, the Big 12 with 3, Big East 2, ACC 1.
Mighty ACC.
Not right now. This is only the second time in the history of the tournament where the Sweet 16 is made up entirely of teams from major conferences.
Okay.
You want to take a guess as to how far we have to go back to find the other time?
2025.
Yeah, it's last year. Last year.
Yeah, and I've seen people like, is the Cinderella truly done? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We got a little more, data on that. I think since we've done a little more NIL, but we'll see. I don't know if it's a case-by-case basis.
I mean, oof. By the way, our Sactown Sports bracket, Stephen Cardwell is leading our entire bracket. Bobby Gerald in second, but look at old Stephen. Look at his bracket. He's making it happen. By the way, it says that he has 42 of 48 correct, but then, Jason, correct me if I'm wrong. It's hard to see, but doesn't this make it look like he got them all right?
It sure does.
I was like, dude, you have a perfect bracket? By the way, I think, was it the Virginia game killed off the last perfect bracket in the ESPN pool?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was Virginia. I think I saw
all the way to yesterday.
Yeah, I think that was what I saw. Wow. I want to say I got it right. Where it was like, there's one perfect bracket left, and then it showed his remaining picks for the day. And
sorry.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
So sorry.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. We'll take a break. When we come back, What's on Deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. There will be some things we need to clean up from the show, of course, and much more. We'll talk about it next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
Save $10 on a pair of Rain-X Latitude wiper blades at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Our professional parts people will even install them for free.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Febreze. New Febreze Air Mist has 50% more odor fighters and up to 30% more fragrance than the old formula. So now you can take on 100% more stinky odors, like sweaty gym bags, greasy cooking smells, and the after effects of the dog rolling around in something. Just spray, and new Febreze Air instantly restores just clean freshness. Smell you later, odor.
Breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
Go from daydreamer to industry leader with Amazon Business. From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools that help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at AmazonBusiness.com.
Have you tried my Colombian tamales?
Yes, but the Mexican tamales I brought are way better.
Colombian tamales wrapped in plantain leaves are unmatched, you know.
But the Mexican tamales wrapped in corn husks are the authentic ones.
At least we can agree that they taste better with Pepsi.
Without a doubt, tamales deserve Pepsi. No matter what tamales you love, enter for a chance to win a year's worth of groceries. Powered by Pepsi. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 18 or over. Ends April 5th, 2026. Rules at pepsipromo.com/free groceries. Pepsi is a registered trademark of Pepsi Go Inc.
If your passion is bass fishing, only one radio show has the action, information, and excitement of your favorite outdoor sport. Ultimate Bass, hosted by Tournament Bass Pro and California Outdoor Hall of Famer Kip Brown, takes you live to where the fish are biting every Saturday morning. Only Ultimate Bass feeds your passion with the latest news, products, tips, and advice from the pros. Ultimate Bass with Kip Brown, Saturday mornings at 5 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140, part of SEP's Saturday Morning Outdoors.
The spring sale is in bloom at Scandinavian Designs. For a limited time, enjoy huge savings on select modern furniture and decor, including pieces for your living room, bedroom, dining room, and beyond. This is your chance to refresh a favorite space or dream up an entirely new look. Stop by one of our local showrooms or shop online at ScandinavianDesigns.com. Scandinavian Designs. We make it simple. You make it home.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Card collectors know there's nothing as special as a rare one-of-one card. And now you can hear a very rare one-of-a-kind sports card show right here on Sactown Sports. Whitey Gleason here inviting you to join me and Mr. True Sports Cards himself, Emran Pilati, for the True Sports Card Show every Saturday morning at 10 on Sactown Sports. It's the only sports card radio show in the nation. For all your hobby needs, get to True Sports Cards, 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland. And for hobby, insight, and fun, join us for the True Sports Card Show Saturday mornings at 10 on Sactown Sports.
The Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter right to your email. Get your latest on the Sacramento Kings, Athletics, and Republic FC with the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SactownSports.com to join.
Carmichael Dave letting you know it's no secret the world feels unpredictable lately. One thing will never change, Hoblet's mission to drop high prices.
Flo here from Progressive. You know, life changes quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, you mean like adding another vehicle?
Yes, that's something we can do.
Great, because I was thinking about getting a van, so we could just...
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be fun.
Yeah! It's time for What's on Deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
Hey, the music ended.
What?
What? That's what you sounded like.
Chris sent me a
What are
funny
those?
thing during the break. Try to glide my way through this one. And I had already seen the funny thing.
Oh, you had?
Over the weekend, and I almost sent it to him.
Uh-huh.
But it had some similarities to the last funny thing I showed him. And I didn't want him to think that that was the only thing in the world I thought that was funny. Because in my head, I go, if I send this to Chris, what's he going to say? And I psyched myself out of sending it to him.
Didn't realize it had that much power over you.
No, just, you know, sometimes you'll say triggering things.
Because what, you thought he wouldn't like it?
No, I don't know with Chris.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll send Chris stuff, and, well, usually 90% of it he's seen. He sends us a lot more stuff than we send him.
Correct.
Let's be honest, I'm fine with it.
He sends the most, you send the second most, I send the third.
Easily.
I would say, though, of our group chat, I would say our batting average is the best.
Oh, that's why I don't like talking about this publicly, because I have friends that listen. And I have like a standing rule with them. Like, dude, unless here's how you need to think about it when you send me something. I'm sitting there with you. And I go, dude, I will watch this, and I will be 100%. You okay, Jason?
Mm-hmm.
Did you just did a fly?
Yeah, I got something
wow.
in there, yeah.
You just winced.
I think I got Nerf eye. I was playing with the Nerf ball.
Did it hit you in the eye?
No, but maybe
a piece, like a Nerfling?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got you.
I kicked him in the face again.
Here's the rule. Pretend I'm there with you. And if I don't laugh at what you're going to show me, and I'll be honest, I'll hook up to a lie detector. If I don't think it's funny, I get to kick you in the junk. Have that rule before you send me something. Not what you think's funny. Will I think it's funny? Will it be worth me taking the time to hit the thing, to watch the thing, and then go, that last 10, 20, 2 minutes, whatever seconds, that was worth it, and I don't want that back. That's the rule for texting me that. That's the rule for, by the way, this is to a lot of our listeners who I haven't opened Facebook. If you're going to send me something on Facebook,
right?
I got a guy out there, I won't mention him because I think there's, I'm not entirely sure if, I don't know if the cheese is completely on the cracker, if that makes sense. But
it stands alone.
He means well. He sends me, it'd be like, oh, a guy said the word Franklin on a radio show, and he'll tag me in Facebook comments. No, it's not him, by the way. It's a different person. Although Mike Barnbaum did tag me over the weekend on Facebook It says Mike Barnbaum mentioned you in a comment in the group Barack Obama. And the question was, which one do you not drink? I don't know what this has to do with Barack Obama. Which one do you not drink? Coffee, juice, beer, milk, tea, or water? And our guy Mikey says, I do not drink beer. I don't want to go from smart to stupid. Don't drink beer. Remember to mention that your good buddy Carmichael Dave sent you. And he tagged me.
You know, that's not my experience. Whenever I drink, I think I get really smart.
Yeah, do you?
Everything
Makes
that
sense.
I think everyone should know.
God, I don't know if I want to be around Chris when he's hammered.
You're not.
I feel like I might have been.
Well, usually.
I'm sure I was back in the day.
Every morning.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? All those Bisla times?
Yeah.
You don't think there was any point where you were throwing a few back? Okay.
I mean, not like to where I couldn't drive or anything like that. I'd always take precautions.
Are you an annoying drunk when you, honestly, like to the average Joe? Are you obnoxious?
No.
Obnoxious? Are you sure?
No.
I feel like you're the type of guy that if you were hammered and you had some buddies and that you were at a house party and some buddies were playing Madden in the other room on the Xbox or something, I feel like you're the type that if you were drunk, you'd like walk by and like think it was funny to turn it off.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I think there is a line where I'll get where they'll probably be like, geez, Verlad, like, get away from me.
Will you say something just because you say
I will say, I'll say my filter.
Had a feeling. You already don't have one is the problem, yet I know you do.
I need to get what's in my head out of there. But I'm just smart about it. Like with you just burp and then it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's fair.
I need to get what's out of there.
But I think that's what we see this in the rewind with you. Sometimes you just have to say something.
I can't help it. It's a strength yet a weakness. Mike in the chat now. Thank you for bringing that up, Dave. I appreciate it. Mike, I appreciate you. Look at him. Just he's always pumping the show.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
My point is that our group chat, the three of us, I don't ever get annoyed at it.
And that's pretty amazing.
There's some swings and misses.
Yeah.
Happens. But I think Chris said it the best. The batting average is the best batting average. We would 100%. Like we all, I think, have a pretty decent gauge on what the others find funny or amazing or whatever.
I need more plate appearances. Chris gets the most at bats.
I mean, yes, maybe, but you could also argue that you're like the best DH there is. What little you have at bats too, you're like Kyle Schwarber. You just mash.
And I mash.
You mash. And by the way,
I will say Kyle Schwarber.
Well, because isn't Kyle Schwarber just basically mash? Like, he gets up and he mashes.
Okay.
You want me to say Aaron Judge, but he plays but he gets a lot of at-bats, and he's a very active player. I was trying to find, like, a DH or something.
Right. That's fine.
I couldn't say Shohei because he pitches, usually.
He's a pitcher.
Sometimes. And let's be honest, 85% of Chris's misses are generally something that, who's your boy, Craig Robinson? Tim Robinson?
Craig Robinson. I like Craig Robinson.
I love Craig Robinson. They're generally, though, it's one of those where Chris finds it really funny, but
yeah,
it's like A24 funny. It's like, oh, if you're
going to be redoing Bloodsport.
What?
They're going to be rebooting Bloodsport.
Yay or nay?
What? You think I can make up something like that?
Who's in it?
They just started talking about it.
Michael Cole is reteaming with A24 for a third time. Will write and direct a reimagination of Bloodsports.
Wow.
Oh.
You need it?
Dude, don't. I mean, I feel like some things need to be left alone.
And that's one?
Nobody's going up and is like, hey, I'm going to put cleavage on the Mona Lisa. It needs it. Is that a bad example?
fine.
Nobody's going up and saying, you know what? I think it just needs to be the Tower of Pisa.
Pizza.
Let's take away the lean. Bloodsport's one of those iconic works of art that I don't know how you improve on it. Oh, well, Frank Dukes, the real life Frank Dukes was a fraud. Who cares? Who cares? You have prime Jean-Claude. You got Ogre.
Yes, that's right.
You got OK USA guy. You have montages. Great 80s montage music. You have Bolo Young, Chong Li.
So is it remade
to Paco.
Present time? Or,
it says a reimagining. What is a reimagining?
My favorite part of Bloodsport is when what's Ogre's name in that movie? Jack, whatever.
Something.
Yeah. When he wins and he looks over at Chung Li and he goes, "I'm gonna kill you." And then Chung Li looks at him like, "Wait, is that guy talking to me?"
I'm gonna kill you.
His name's Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you.
Oh God, I always forget real quick. Chris, don't go first because you'll probably get it right away. Christ, there was a Best Actor Oscar winner in that movie. Do you remember who? I always forget this. Full on last 20 years, 15 years?
I think it's like 20 now.
I'll give you a few more seconds. And if you don't get it, I'm going to give you the mother of all hints.
Well, so just doesn't mean I shouldn't get it, but Bloodsport was one that, remember on the morning show during COVID, we were watching movies. That was and I'd never seen it until then.
Okay, so that's right.
I've seen it once, and I saw it but like 5 years ago. 6 now, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not remembering You're going to give me a hint?
Here is my hint. Is he going to blank, or is he going to kill us? Well, first he's going to blank, and then he's going to kill us. And the person involved in that conversation that I just quoted is the reigning Best Supporting Actor winner in the Oscars, who once ordered a pizza in class.
Oh, really? He's in that?
No, not him.
He's in that movie.
He's talking about...
Oh, Forrest Whitaker?
Yes. Forrest Whitaker was one of the two cops that was chasing after Jean-Claude Van Damme the whole time. It was old white guy. I don't know who the hell he is. Norman Burton. Forrest Whitaker played Rollins. How are you reimagining this? You already had basically... This was basically an Oscar-winning movie. And as I say every time, my favorite thing is that Ogre and Jean-Claude Van Damme had basically 2 interactions. One was at a video game.
Yeah.
They had like one conversation, and then when Chong Li breaks Ogre's head and is in the hospital, he gets a whole montage where half the montage Jean-Claude Van Damme is thinking about their time together, which consisted of it would be like
a game.
Right, a game. It would be like me having a montage where I'm working out and my entire motivation is because Kyle Ledbetter fell down the stairs.
Just like it.
Just like it.
If it was Kyle, I'm guessing he got pushed.
That's what I'm saying. Or like if there was a montage because I was out to avenge Kayla. I've known Kayla for exactly 20 minutes. She wouldn't get a full montage. Wow. She'd get one throwback look. And then the montage where I'm doing the splits and stuff. No music. Yeah. Just leave Bloodsport alone, A24. Please don't turn. A24 is going to turn the macaroni and cheese, the perfect mac and cheese that is Bloodsport, into some stupid deconstructed thing where it's like 4 pieces of pasta here, plain, a little cup of the sauce, cheese drizzle, and then like some ricotta in a snifter. I don't know what a snifter is.
I don't either, but
we'll
go with it.
We'll be right back with Crosstalk next.
Domantas Sabonis plays here.
He finds Sabonis, put the frosting on the cake, put the cherry on the sundae. Sabonis with a 2-hand flush makes it 114-106.
Sactown Sports is your proud home of the Sacramento Kings.
Carmichael Dave letting you know it's no secret the world feels unpredictable lately. One thing will never change, Hoblet's mission to drop high prices. Right now, and only at Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland, you can get 4.99% financing for up to 84 months on all new vehicles in stock and keep every factory rebate that you qualify for when you finance with Hoblet's preferred lender. That's 4.99% financing. You keep all the factory rebates you qualify for, not one or the other like other dealers are offering. Only Hoblet has fought to get you a deal this good. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period. 4.99% APR available on select new vehicles in stock while supplies last. Pricing and savings may vary by model and trim. Financing on approved credit through Hoblet Preferred Lending for well-qualified buyers. $60,000 max finance, approximately $14.14 per thousand finance. Residency restrictions and lender membership requirements may apply. See dealer for details.
Hi, Flo here from Progressive. You know, life changes quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, you mean like adding another vehicle?
Yes, that's something we can do.
Great, because I was thinking about getting a van so we could just keep the kids' softball stuff in the car.
Oh, we don't need to get into specifics. Just saying it's easy to change.
Oh, and Hannah wants to try the tuba.
Again, we don't need the specifics.
Last year, she wanted to be a tap dancer, but that only lasted 2 lessons.
Okay.
But she kept the shoes because they are adorable.
Well, just know that with Progressive, you can easily add another car to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Jackson Hewitt will do your taxes for $149 or less, no matter how complicated. So if you're a delivery driver, / handyman, / wedding DJ, you pay only $149 or less. We're talking to you, waitress.
Check, please.
/ pet sitter, / influencer. Just $149 or less. Want your refund to work as hard as you? Hurry. Don't wait. File with Jackson Hewitt today. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729. Or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Tune in every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the Toyota Tahoe Report with Johnny Mosley and me, Elena, bringing you the latest weather conditions up at Tahoe. Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers, Toyota. Let's go places.
It's time for the madness, and your HVAC system is in a full court press. Cold mornings, warm afternoons, your heater and AC are battling, and your system is working overtime. Don't let your comfort get knocked out. Score Brower Mechanical's Madness BOGO Special. Buy a heating maintenance and get a free AC maintenance for just $89. Call 916-352-3113. Brower Mechanical. Residential and commercial HVAC sales and service. License number 1081055.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55-plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it.
Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Oak Cliff Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things.
And now,
here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Hey now.
Ray now.
Yeah, Maxime Ray now. Yeah. Matt.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hello.
Did you know that according to over 1,000, and to be exact, 1,183 Kings fans.
Oh, boy.
Are you sure about that?
That they're Kings fans?
Yeah.
Nah, I'd say probably maybe 800 to 1,000 max. Right now? Actually, Kayla, let me ask you both. I put out a question yesterday.
Oh, you're so kind. Thanks for including me. Appreciate it.
Wow. Really? That's that.
You should just ask Kayla. I won't be here.
You won't be where?
Here.
At all?
Just ask
No, you could just ask Kayla.
No, don't ask me.
I'm trying to help you.
I was going to ask you both.
Mm-hmm.
I put out the following question. Kings fans, would you rather, with 10 games left, lose every game remaining or win one or more games? Kayla, with 1,183 votes in, what percentage says what? Which one's winning and by how much?
I think winning games is winning.
Okay.
Really?
You don't know much about Dave's.
What? Just
is this his own Twitter following?
No, can you quit trying to steer the contestants,
I thought you
please?
did it in like a fair way.
It's a poll to his followers.
Hold on. Legitimately, I said.
So it's probably like 90% Tank, 10% win.
I said Kings fans help solve the debate. Would you rather, with 10 games left, the Kings lose every game or win one or more?
Kings fans lined up.
I feel like that's fair.
Okay, 80-20, they want to tank.
What
on
were
your
you
Twitter.
going to say?
I was going to say maybe like 50-50.
And you think that I influence my followers that much for them to...
Well, X is very toxic.
That's more of who you
Oh, yes. No, I agree with that.
Like that's more the way I think that things would go.
You think it would be
Not
more
saying
like...
that tanking fans are toxic, but that's just more their mindset right now is we'd rather tank.
It's a negative thought.
Yeah.
You know what? You're a negative thought.
Good one.
Got him. Matt?
I would
think
say
you said, what, 80-20?
Yeah.
I'd say 88% say tank. Lose every game.
I know.
86%.
Okay.
Would rather lose every
We're about
game.
the same.
Yeah, you're about the same.
Crazy.
Twitter.
All right. Well, that ain't happening, so.
Well, my thing is, I just don't know what else. Other than, they probably should have DeRozan and Monk out, but other than that, I don't know what they could do.
Good luck telling DeRozan that.
If they lose all 10, they're probably finishing fourth. If they win one or two, they're probably finishing fourth.
Yeah, but the point is, I think those Kings fans would say, yeah, well, they should have had those guys out 2 weeks ago.
So I have a theory on this.
Yeah.
And I shared this on the show last week. My theory is because of the contracts that are on the roster, and because of the very high likelihood that they will not be able to move on from most of those contracts this summer, the Kings are going to be in a very similar position to they were coming into this year, where it's in the best interest of the team to compete and try and win and compete for a playoff spot via the play-in next year. So they're setting the groundwork for that by establishing...
Why is it in their best interest to do that next year?
Because I believe Domantas Sabonis or DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine, at least two of those three are probably still going to be here next season. And unless you're just going to have them sit on the bench and rot the entire year so that rookie can take 25 shots a game, that's not going to... As long as those guys are here, Scott Perry and the Kings, in my opinion, are going to say, well, we're going to go for it, ride out these contracts for one more year, see if we can get some winning under the belts of these young guys, and then we'll reevaluate it.
What does winning under the belt of the young guys do?
According to Doug Christie, a whole hell of a lot. Because in Doug's mind, and he said this repeatedly, if you ask the guys to tank, he says, if I were to ask the guys to tank, one, it hurts them. And two, when I then ask them to give their all for me and play for real a year or two down the road, they're going to look at me sideways like, well, you didn't want me to do it now. Then,
I get that philosophy.
Those are Doug's.
First off, players are never going to tank.
Right.
Yeah.
Coaches will never tank. They shouldn't.
Right.
So then who's
it's Scott
doing the that's the thing. It's like
it's on the front office.
So the front office is coming down. They're telling coach. Then coach tells players. Like, is this like a game of telephone?
No. What you do is
tank.
What you do is let's look at Doug Christie like he's got a coloring book in front of him.
Right.
You take away almost all his crayons. That's what you do, because Doug's not going to tank. By the way, Doug's fighting for a job.
Well, that's the other.
Of course, he's not going to tank.
Part of it, right?
Of course it is. And I have to take my personal feelings for Doug. I have to put them aside because I love Doug and I want him to be successful. But as a Kings fan, I don't care. I care about this team winning a championship. I'm sorry if that affects anyone else along the way.
So what if they end up, because anything can happen, and just because you're guaranteed 14% and being the top three does not mean you're guaranteed.
That's right.
That. So what happens if they do get a top 2 pick? And all of this stuff about tanking happened. So then do you feel a little bit stupider as a fan?
So I'm glad you asked, Kayla.
Thanks.
I'm going to give you an analogy.
Okay.
Oh, God. Is this the M&M's one?
Yay! Let's go. Okay.
You got a bowl of M&M's in front of you.
There we go.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
so it's what, 14?
I'm Roger Goodell.
I'm taking a handful.
During the
Yes.
draft.
It's 14%, I think, at first, at a number one pick. That means there's an 86% chance, because I'm going to say there's 100 M&Ms in there, 14 will kill you instantly.
Wait, no, the other way around.
No.
Nope, 86 will kill you instantly. Thank you, guys. 14, you'll survive.
Right.
You have a chance to improve your odds by 2%.
It's an interesting
Are you
way to
passing
look at
that?
it.
Because that's all you can do, because everything else is a what if. Celebrity Birthday is brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Hey, want to eat M&Ms and not die? Don't eat M&Ms at all. Crumble Cookies. Matt George.
I would take the 12.5 because I just looked for the half M&M and know that one was good.
Oh, boy.
Idiot.
No, there'd be 2 halves.
Right.
So I guess you'd have a 50-50
Oh,
chance.
crap. Well, that's a pretty good 50-50 is pretty good.
Of the half.
Of the half.
But you're taking every percent you can.
Yeah, there's no 50%. One will just make you really sick.
Your face. Celebrity birthdays.
What?
I don't know. Got him.
Your face?
Was that to him or
it's
me?
my normal comeback,
Your
yes.
face.
I'm calling an audible. We are not doing birthdays. We're doing one. No, just kidding.
Oh, I was going to say, wow.
Yeah, last Friday's game, I asked him to ban
Number
it.
1 is wee woo.
That was so bad.
Okie dokie.
Boo.
All right. Happy birthday.
Me, Maddie. Sorry.
You remember him now.
Patrick
I
Stewart,
know.
Money.
Buddy.
Kyrie Irving. Happy birthday.
Oh.
Hey.
Is the world still flat?
On his birthday, it is.
Yeah.
33.
I think Matt's right, but I'll say 34.
I'm 34.
32.
We have 2 correct answers.
Ooh.
Dave and Kayla, 34. Happy birthday to Jason Kidd.
Oh.
St. Joseph's Alameda's Jason Kidd.
Jason
Jason is, I'm going to be within 1. I can
know.
promise you. Jason's 52.
51.
53.
53.
We have 2 correct answers, Matt and Chris. Happy birthday to, let's see, Maurice Jones-Drew.
Raider legend.
I like him.
Woohoo!
Oh, my God.
We need the whole song at some point.
Maurice Jones.
Maurice Jones-Drew is 42. Right.
44.
45. He's not that old.
43.
Dave is closest, 41.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Gordon Hayward.
Hey, now.
Old Gordy.
Old Gordy.
Gordon Hayward's 35.
37.
Gosh. 36.
34.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Kayla Anderson, 36. On this date, in what year did the movie Pretty Woman come out?
Ooh.
Isn't it a book?
Julia Roberts still looks the same, by the way. It's like insane.
1991.
Ooh, 90. 1990.
90.
92.
I think Dave's right. I think it's 1991.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Kayla Anderson,
Oh.
1990. On this date, in what year did the movie Police Academy come out?
1984.
That's exactly what I was
like
going to
he's
say.
gonna be
84.
right. I'll just say 83 to be different.
85.
85.
80s 5. We have 2 correct answers. It's Dave and Chris.
Oh.
All right.
There we go.
Coming up next, the weekend. Big Kings win yesterday and perhaps